Epic stage is where your journey begins. Our shelves are stacked high where the magic never ends. Some dice, they're all true to tomes, ancient and wise. We got all the essentials for your game to arise. With adventure in mind, we craft every piece to make your campaigns flourish, stories increase. For every TTRPG, dream or stock is refined. Come find your next quest, leave the Monday behind. With adventure in mind, we craft every piece to make your campaigns flourish, stories increase. For every TTRPG, dream or stock is refined. Come find your next quest, leave the Monday behind. Epic Sages is where you find satisfaction. We bring the spark, you bring the passion. We control the board, you control the action. Epic Sages, where legends find traction. All online stores are Wonderland, easy to explore with service that shines, whether in person or more. Need advice on your journey, we're here to assist. The novice and veteran, no wish will be missed. We've got what you need from the basic to the grand, to bring your world to life with a masterful hand. From maps that expand to characters that bind, Epic Sages, always with adventure in mind. Epic Sages is where you find satisfaction. We bring the spark, you bring the passion. We control the board, you control the action. Epic Sages, where legends find traction. Elevate your game with custom pieces so fine, handcrafted with care, designed to make you shine. From miniature heroes to landscapes vast, we build every detail to make the magic last. When the final dice is rolled and the journey is done, we offer keepsakes that remind you of the battles you won. In every treasure we offer, memories assigned. Epic Sages, always with adventure in mind. Epic Sages is where you find satisfaction. We bring the spark, you bring the passion. We control the board, you control the action. Epic Sages, where legends find traction. Epic Sages, where legends find traction. Epic Sages, where legends find traction.
Hello! Welcome to tonight's show! We got a lot of reverb there, but that's okay. Thank you guys for sitting through the theme song, because we're testing them out and doing the fun things. That one wasn't too bad, only a couple minutes there. I will probably go back and cut the important parts off and make it a little shorter in the future, but I liked it. What'd you guys think? You guys were jamming at points. There were points y'all were jamming, and I appreciated that. But that being said, we're going to push on to the finale, the final choice. The last choice of all the wrong decisions in our murderous campaign of fighting the god Funeral. All of our tactics had just been kicking him in the face. Unfortunately for my players, they gave me like a month of being able to plan in the back of my head for how to recover this boss fight.
We did that? You did that. We didn't give you a month.
You didn't revolt, threaten to leave me. You let me spend time with my new baby. These are all your fault. I don't know what you're talking about.
The party will remember.
The party will remember this when you guys have your
Womp
babies.
womp.
Womp womp. All right. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right map for tonight's stuff. Part of me wants to start you guys off in the map that you started in and just make you fight there, because I feel it'd be cathartic and hilarious. But there actually is a map that I want you to play on specifically. So give me a second while I find it, because it's in here somewhere.
All right, Kermit.
Here, found it.
All of you.
So,
why is there so
now
many?
that I've found the map, and I'll get you guys' characters out shortly. We need to recap. What happened a month ago? Where did things go wrong? Where did things go right? What's going on?
Sophie got Shadow Lord's blade and was really just making Funeral lose his shit for like an hour.
This is very true. Also, what the heck happened to our basic setup? It's all sideways and wonky. We're missing things. Huh.
I don't know. I just know that the fight was in the tower and that my homebrew class ruined all of the bad guys who were in the tower.
Yeah, because we I don't. Oh, did you do it? You did the cone where you took out like every person in the tower from the ground up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I based the spell kind of sort of loosely off of the area of effect of of like radiant light or whatever that spell is, where it's like it has a cylinder. Like it talks about a cylinder.
Yep.
Which was to our benefit since the final boss battle was in a tower. And it just like, oh yeah, all those levels that lead up to the top level instantly shadowfelled.
Yeah, so Funeral had no
Miserly
minion.
liked it.
Yeah, no minions were
So
around.
we just walked into his room and just started beating the hell out of him.
Which was
And
weird.
that's where we
BTS.
left off.
There was also some like clear Trask that just appeared inside some factory outside that he was looking at outside the window before his ass beating commenced.
Yeah, I kind of went full ISIS on his town and just started blowing stuff up.
Wow, that's a way to say it for sure.
Okay, I went full IRA. Does that sound better?
That I don't know if it's better, but it's definitely something.
It's different.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the Steam Labs here. It deleted our border, bastards. That's why it looks all wonky. Is we're missing very intricate parts here.
Huh. Just added in post.
I didn't put. That's not how that works. All right. Well, I'm trying to struggle to get this fixed. Any other ideas or thoughts here?
We also split up, and so Profi freed Barry, and the other prisoners, I think, allegedly. And yeah, I blew up there's no more recruits coming in. There's still the recruits that were like the bad guys that were already in are still there. They're oh good. And then Marzex did disrupt the
ritual downstairs.
Yep.
By disrupting the ritual itself and killing all of the people who were leaving, one of which didn't get teleported and still ended up dying.
So rude. And then
what was Sophie doing?
Sophie was just shadow moseying her way through the world, just goofing the Finral up while we did all the other things.
She was doing. Val. She was. Val, I think, was.
She's making a construct with Stinger and the others, right?
Yeah. She's currently making her way to the tower with Stinger and this giant construct. Just going kind of nutty. It's the centaur mech.
Oh yeah. Incredible.
It's kind of like the opposite of a Trojan horse. It's just busting into the city.
yeah. It is 100% the opposite. It said, "Yeah, I'm part horse.
There's
bitch,
no ruse here.
I'm here."
This time, the people's on the outside, the horse is on the inside. Centaur.
She's basically
the reverse.
If the Trojan horse is on fire and screaming.
We're never gonna live that down as a group. The Trojan horse is just a reverse centaur. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna make really loud noises and organize my dice before we get started. Give me 30 seconds. Younger, do we have anything coming up that we need to talk about? Wink, wink, smiley face.
The next event.
You guys coming to Skinny Bear?
I mean, what's our next event? Tell people about that really quick. And maybe tell them about some of the cool stuff that we get coming in.
Oh, cool stuff we got coming in. Well, eventually, on top of our order that we just placed for dice on Rook's End, I should be getting some of the wand dice that we ordered so that we can put those into our online store. If you guys had ever seen the Kickstarter with the wand dice, they I wish I had it with me. I should have already if shipping was nice, but it's not. So I'm just waiting on the shipping now. But they'll be about like this big. They'll have like like a coin on the bottom, and it's just like a wand of all connected dice, and you can spin it on it.
Oh,
It looks like a dagger, like a cursed, like occult dagger. I think it looks awesome. So all 7 dice are just stacked up.
That's pretty.
We're getting more. No, we already got more spinners, right, Rook? We're full on spinners. We got spinners.
We got spinners for now, unless they keep selling out. Wahaha.
I'm trying to think of what the last order we just did. Oh, we're gonna have lightsabers. So we noticed that we were missing, some fundamental nerd stuff at some of our events, and nobody else is selling them. So we're just gonna have to pick up the slack. Maybe we'll be able to get some other Star Wars products in the new future to add to our stuff. And so they'll be they're an interesting color selection. Not what I would have done, but Rook's really good at judging, and he's more Star Wars nerd than me.
You guys sell out of your Lord of the Rings dice yet?
Of one color. Of the other colors, we have a couple left, but they're going out pretty fast too.
Here's my question. You ever figure out what the next system was going to be?
Yeah. I was gonna kind of talk about that at the end of the show, but we know the next one for sure for this one. It's gonna be one of our models that we already know and what we're doing. And one of the reasons we are doing the Star Wars stuff is cross promotion with the YouTube channel. So the next one's going to be Star Wars. We're doing the Age of Rebellion or Edge of the Empire or the one of those three. We'll kind of let the group that we're playing with kind of decide, because honestly the systems intermingle really well, and it's really just like how the group wants to play off the bat, off the hook, off the shiznam.
I wore this shirt to send you that, and I was like, Star Wars next. We're doing Star Wars next.
Because when I heard you say lightsabers, I'm like, that's got to be a good segue to something here, right?
Yep.
You caught on so fast. We also have a mini child-size crane machine to grab dice.
Yeah, for those of you at the event, we got something fun we're going to bring out. We say child size, but it'll probably be more for the adults than the children. As we'll be putting our heavily discounted dice in those, in the whatchamacallits for people to snag. It'll be our discount.
You guys coming to State Fair?
We're trying. That's on the to-do list. If we can get an invite, we'll be there.
Okay, nice. I know it starts this Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We ain't making it. We didn't get an invite. They didn't answer us back. It just means they were full this year.
Yeah. Well, I think that every year. It's crazy.
Let's see here. Besides, we really want to get a trailer before we travel down to Anchorage for safety reasons. That way, if we get in an accident, there aren't 4 billion dice shooting around the car like a shotgun.
Just imagine. Did you guys ever hear about
the potential criticals?
About to say, did you guys hear about that truck that was transporting a bunch of dice? It was a semi, and it broke open and fell over. It was single-handedly the most amount of dice rolled ever.
Nice. That happens every couple years. There's new records. Let's see here.
Do the dice count as being rolled if they are rolled underwater?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if a boat sinks, right?
No. Don't dice float? Wait, don't dice like most of the time?
Well, like the resin guys should, but the metal guys.
Let's find out. Yo.
So, as we continue our adventure, before we get too sidetracked over here, sorry.
Younger's already gone. They are sidetracked as all have.
The adventure begins. Good luck finding your partner. Alright, so, jokes aside though, my dice are all set up and ready to go. As per the tradition of the last few sessions, I need the removal of one set of these dice. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of dice. We will only be using 3 this week.
Get rid of 6, 2, and 5.
6, 2, and 5. Oh man. All right, I see how it is. Just take away all my normal in the middle dice. You have the extremes. Congratulations.
Yes. Let's fuck ourselves up.
Okay, so ally dice or personal dice for me are my fancy so these bad boys. Oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry, my little blue ones. So good rolls for Profi, hopefully. For all NPC dice, you got the orange ones.
Squishy one.
Those are that is what I will be rolling for like DM rolls and all that silliness against you guys. And then last but not least, you guys lucked out. The red dice are for your enemies.
Hey.
Which to date. Which today
well, so far all of
it's just one Yahoo. Focus camera. I believe in you.
Allegedly.
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 I'm gonna blame it on the fact that my glasses are dirty. And it can't see my eyeballs. So
is he gonna go into his second form?
you giggle. That was phase 1. There are 4 phases. You might have skipped.
That's at 1.2.
You might have skipped the actual first phase by fucking him up with the giant laser from space, because first phase had the castle and towers and all that fun stuff. But phase 3 essentially is what we're starting with now, and guess who's running the character? It's Younger.
Oh shit. Okay. We need battle maps, yo.
As per your character's or player's request, I've given Younger control of our handy dandy villain for this last fight. Younger, your villain's at full health as he retreats out of the room in a gust of nothingness. You guys see him fall down weakly at the area below. He looks not as strong as he should be. Wink, wink, smiley face, Younger. Track your spells. I'll text you about it in a second. But he is on an open plane and has left your light/shadow prison that you had him trapped in.
Is it nighttime yet? Because we still have the shadow goofiness that we haven't used yet.
Which shadow goofiness? Oh, the army?
The army.
Yeah.
The army of shadows.
Okay. Yes, it will be shortly. I'm getting you guys on the board. I assume, and I'm gonna cutscene that you guys follow him down. I'm not gonna make any crazy rolls or jumping. You're literally just following him at full speed.
My only question is, where is Val in this mess? Has she made her way to us yet?
Not yet.
Or she's okay.
All right, we got big.
She has to kill her way through the city first.
This is true. Her and Stinger, and I forget what I named the centaur.
My Demi-Lich.
We'll just call it Chiron. I don't remember what its name was originally. It was Steve.
Steve.
We have a whole other party to back us up still.
No, seriously, that's not even a joke. I'm only gonna have the 4 of you characters, so don't stress about Val too much right now. For story purposes, she will hit the edge of the city and is on the opposite end, so they are gonna have to fight the remnants of the army basically to get through, kind of thing. So they are quote unquote occupied. Occupado. Sorry, I'm trying to find the rest of y'all's figurines.
Oh wait, yeah. I guess she wouldn't be. I think, what is it? At the end of last
Thanks
session,
for subscribing. It's Paul. Much appreciated. We're getting there. Sorry. We're setting up the board.
We've got the undead skeleton, the undead god skeleton, launching rocks via trebuchet.
Yes, doing the one thing really well. All right.
All we're missing
Easter
now
egg
is like
that nobody knows.
we need like an adventure style team up, all like the Dragon Rider and like everybody that's still alive just comes in, like swoops in to save the day.
That's an optional ending.
Is it really?
It really is. I say optional
What's
because
going on?
it's unlikely.
Hey, you can
What's
send a
going on?
message to people. There's not a lot of ancient dragons left.
Yeah.
Sorry, on.
Wonder who did that.
All right, there's Younger's old-looking POS. Now I just need my Pokeboy. Pokeboy, where are you?
Lol.
We've done so many shows lately. He's been mixed up.
You gotta get me some big some other miniature that's very very gargantuan.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later. All right, I'm only gonna search for another like 10 seconds to see if I can find my guy. If not, I will play with another character tonight and call it good because I don't want to waste all night looking for miniatures. There he is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 of us ready for adventure. And then let me message Younger so he knows his parameters.
I have no parameters. There is no limits. Where am I finding this info?
I'm sending it right now.
Text or Discord or
Text, yeah, it'll be easy for you to find.
No illusions, no spell slots, half health.
Turned into giant wolf.
Piss your pants. Run away.
Okay.
If you have questions or clarification needs, let me know. But all right, so sorry, let me get it shifted over to the actual board here. Turn off my face and put that camera on. Turn it back on, and then make it big and bold. How's the lighting on that, you guys? Is it okay? So
That's good.
over here is where your guys' tower fell off. As you can see, I've put the handy dandy directional arrow here. I'm actually gonna throw it down in this corner so it's really easy to see the colors and directions. You guys have hopped down here, and there he is, as he is limping along, and I physically mean limping. Like he is struggling. He is on the struggle bus hard. It's not going well for him, but it's going nonetheless.
Is there shadow?
So yes and no. It's bright enough to where you guys can see. But you're feeling woozy is the easiest way to describe your state of mind, right? You have been using the heck out of this shadow domain power, and I as a DM will warn you, using it too much more could result in death. And you feel that, right? Every time you've kind of jumped into it, you've kind of gone insane.
Every third time I have to make that roll, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just say it's exponentially worse at this point.
Gotcha.
So still a usable ability, just at your own risk.
Are we doing like a everybody gets an action, or are we just getting right into the combat?
Depends. It really should be initiative, but it's literally a 4-on-1. He's all by himself. Again, you guys goofed up his minions, and the other half of his army is the other side of the board, dealing with your soon-to-be shadow army that is creeping out of the ground, and the soon-to-be Centaur of Doom and all that fun stuff that's fighting through things.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Firestorm.
Just off the rip.
Yep.
Okay. Are you sure? I'm just clarifying that's how you want to start. Before you start, though, we still need initiative.
Okay. I mean, are we giving him a chance to speak? Is that what's happening right now?
No, he's running away, but if you like take a combat stance, he's not gonna, lie down and take it.
Oh.
He's not enfeebled. He's just trying to get to a better position.
Oh, yeah, no.
Perfect.
I'm gonna,
It's really hard to escape when you don't have any illusion magic to just disappear and teleport.
when you're on fire.
I was about to say, can I just call lightning on him? Just yeah.
I mean, yes, on your turn, but I need initiatives because he has a chance to interrupt. So.
Okay. All right. Let me get the list. So we got Marzex. We got Profi.
Younger, you're rolling initiative for him, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
Enemy.
Wow.
Wow, I rolled a 12, and then I have a +4 on this character, so 16. Or do I have a +3? That's the real question.
All right, shout him out when you get
has a 7.
Thanks, baby.
And he has a 26.
Gosh, dang, he fast.
All right, Sophie and Profi.
All right, Sophie got a 20.
16 total.
16, and that's it, right? Just the 5 of us.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I forgot the one thing you can do.
The one thing I can do? Okay.
Okay, well, he's first, obviously.
So,
Okay,
one quick question, Roger. Does he have the same legendary action-like ability that he does in the other form?
Yes, all of that recharged.
Okay.
You guys will notice that he is chugging something rapidly. And it throws a little vial or bottle down. He was basically chugging it as he made his escape.
Okay, so first thing he's going to do is he is going to cast the spell Slow.
Alright. Tell us how he's going to do that. What's he doing? Who's he targeting? Is it an
it targets everyone within a 40-foot radius. So he's going to center the spell on him on all of our creatures, up to 6 creatures of his choice within 40 feet of him. So us. And so now each target needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Rhett's favorite.
It's never charisma.
Man, I keep
playing counterspell that shit.
Counterspell.
Oh, I got a dirty 20 though.
Nice. I have a dirty 20 as well. Because my wisdom's 8 on the save.
Holy shit! I rolled so good. I don't know if it matters.
Shouldn't you be the one that knows?
Oh, I have a +6. Oh, damn! I actually saved. Holy shit! Incredible. Okay.
I also have a dirty.
All right. Hi, team. Starting our first rolls off. Dirty 20s. Hell yeah.
Okay. So the first thing that's going to happen is, but what is your overall scores? Right.
We all got dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20s. Oh, okay. My bad. You all failed. Everyone fails except Marzex.
Fun.
After such, so that's his primary action, is to cast the spell. You guys didn't do the other portion. So he is going to use his bonus action to summon. Is that one of the things he can do, Roger? Is a bonus action to use that summoning power?
No, it's a full ass action.
Okay, well, as per usual, for normal initiatives, that is a full casting spells full ass action. So that is going to be his turn. He's going to step 5 foot directly backwards. Okay, and he's going to end his turn, smiling. So after that, to understand the spell, each creature of your choice that failed, an affected target speed is halved and takes a negative penalty to its AC and dexterity saving throws, and can't use its reactions.
So rude.
Is this a concentration?
It is a concentration spell, yes.
So just hit him.
So what's our AC penalty?
-2.
All right, so yeah, we got schwack 'em. Here's a question while I'm thinking about it, Rook. Would you consider a prayer a bonus action?
Depends on what kind of prayer you're doing, right?
Literally just like praying to a god, not like trying to cast a spell or anything.
Like if you're not trying for an effect, it's like a free action. You're just out there doing something. If you're trying to do an effect, unless you're a cleric, yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Next up is Sophie.
All right, so he just cut my movement in half.
Yep.
You still got 90 feet? No, just kidding.
No, I means I'm at 15 feet. Move me
Also-
as close as you can, and I'm going big.
Okay.
The only way Sophie knows how to go.
Also, it's rad. I see you. I see you talking there. I swear.
And as that goes on, as she gets big, you see as she pulls out the blade, literally made of lightning, and she just points it at him because she's not going to be close enough. I don't believe that. Nope, still a little bit far away. She's not going to be close enough to hit him. But lightning sure fucking can.
Yes.
So we're calling lightning. And I gotta bring it up because she is not a spellcaster. They have to make a save.
So the action is to call it, and bonus action to shoot it off. It should be a dex save.
Yep, dexterity saving throw. So make a dexterity saving throw, and we said it was based off of whichever one would be your highest.
He fails. I don't care
Awesome.
what your thing was. He is nowhere near passing.
Awesome. About to say, it would be a 19 for the saving throw. And he takes 3d10.
Okay, roll that damage.
And your concentration.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I do have to
25
roll
points of damage.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
So
Get rid of that concentration.
con save on that is a DC. What? Half of 25, so 13. Rounded up.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a minimum of 10, and then it's half of whatever damage you do.
Mm-hmm.
Passes.
Damn.
15.
Somebody just hit him with 19 magic missiles. Statistically, he will fail one of them.
Make a save for each individual missile.
Yeah, because they're an individual piece of damage. So yeah,
That's very true. You can do that with Eldritch Blast too. I can do 8 of those. Who's? That's the end of your turn, Sophie.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Legendary action. He's going to cast a spell. The spell that he is going to cast will be I think Reality Break is a good one to use.
Does that take a concentration?
Oh, that's true. Let's find out. If not, he would. No, he'll do. Is this concentration?
Good save, right? Good save. Reality Break is not a fun spell to deal with as a player.
I don't know what it does.
Well, Younger is looking it up. I will read that off to you because it is a spell worth knowing.
Okay, so he's definitely going to cast that if that's what's happening. But that's...
Younger's mumbling to himself. We're in danger.
Look
at all these rules and numbers.
Does he have a crystal prism?
Yep, it does take concentration. He is going to instead cast Planar Ally.
The first summon of the night.
Does that take concentration?
It does not.
No, it's just,
Just do it every time.
Just ask. I mean, it's a fair question, too, you know.
You beseech an otherworldly entity for aid.
Younger, do you want this to be a positive-looking entity or a negative-looking entity? I know it's supposed to be an angel, but...
Oh, it is negative. Very, very negative.
It's a lemur.
He is a no me gusta.
It can be a god,
no bueno.
a primordial, a demon prince. So
I have a demon prince.
would Zerial be appropriate?
I mean, if you think so. That's a god calling on another god.
Demon prince.
Where do you want him summoned at? Because it's anywhere within 30.
Right behind all of the characters.
Also, Zerial is male. So you know.
Is what?
Zariel is female.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. My bad.
So, Princess of Darkness. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
We're
also
all
was an angel at one point in time.
So now, I guess I need to roll her initiative. Or is she gonna go on his turn?
So she's a summoned creature. No,
she's not like. Yeah, she's just another.
Yeah, she just stays there for the duration or until we kill her. So what's her duration?
The duration is. Just say, my spell book closed for some reason.
You were able to put a bigger mini down for Sophie. She is now.
Yeah, she's big.
Yeah, big. Oh, Lord, is she thick?
Is she just large right now? Or is she huge?
Right now she would be large.
Okay. Then she is still in the right token. Once she goes to the next size, I have to change tokens.
Gotcha.
She doesn't actually get any taller. She just gets thicker every time you get bigger.
Never mind. That spellcasting time would have been too much. There's no way he could have done that. Damn.
Younger's over here so salty because he doesn't like how the enemy got played last time, that he's trying to fuck us so bad.
He said, "I will kill somebody here."
Yeah, what if I just summon all of hell and ruin the whole game?
But we got Here we go.
Does it take concentration?
Nope. Steel Wind Strike. It's pretty basic.
Okay.
I don't even know what that one does. So find out.
It's Younger's favorite spell. He zips around the map as much as he wants and then shows up in the exact same spot because Younger refuses to tactically relocate with it.
So so I do a weapon attack against each character.
Correct.
So let's start with
the closest one. Big
Sophie.
Bertha.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bertha.
You save. You are not hit. On to the next target. What is your AC, Rook?
Rook's AC, or Profi's AC, is a 17.
You are hit. I am hit. Okay. Oh no, Val's in here too, right? Or
nope.
no?
Nope, Val is not here.
Okay.
Val is on the other side of the city, starting to break down the wall.
Rhett, let's see if you get hit. Okay, that's a critical. So, do you have anything to negate that?
Well, not since you took away my reactions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Here we go.
Should have just gotten the Animantine anyway.
I cast shield, but I can't.
You know what I did forget for y'all? Is Stinger. Stinger needs to be out there too.
Okay, well, that's cool. Stinger can get hit too.
Us.
Stinger's with Val.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Stinger learned how to build a mech.
Stinger's the one piloting the Trojan horse.
7.
No,
Along
he's
with
on
my
the
team.
back, being very aggressive.
Be aggressive.
None of my pets are
aggressive.
here right now.
It's probably a good thing because this would be a terrible place to lose them.
Okay,
This
so
would be
base
I don't want to.
base damage is 33 points of damage to each target.
Ow.
And
hurts
then
you
Rhett
guys.
takes how much damage does Rhett take? And a special effect.
Oh boy. Yeah, so just roll the extra dice like you would. And then special effect. Rhett, roll a strength saving throw.
Strength saving. Okay.
Gonna get fucking
Rolled
yeeted.
exactly the same damage, just with different numbers.
Oh, so 66 points damage.
17.
Alright, on 17 you fail because the Yahoo's what's his save DC, Younger?
There is no save DC. It's just
No.
AC.
In general,
What is his?
Oh, his spell save DC is 24.
Okay, yeah. So
I had to
Younger,
crit. I had to crit.
Younger, roll me a
Yes.
D20.
4.
So I took 66 points of damage.
Yep.
As did I.
On a plus note, you also flew 20 feet backwards into the wall.
Forcible relocation. That's
Wait.
not too bad.
Well, I mean, it could have been up to 20 squares away, so you know.
Through a wall. That would have sucked.
Would have hurt a lot. Instead, you just take the equivalent of fall damage from 20 feet, so 2d10 extra damage. No, nothing crazy. Just roll it, call it good.
He's then going to teleport directly next to Rhett, next to the wall.
Here or here?
Other side. Yeah. And whisper in his ear, "Did that hurt?"
The wheeze that comes out of Rhett's thing is probably a some kind of soft no. Or defiant no, but he definitely wheezed because that hurt like a bitch.
Your mom hits harder.
Perfect. Just
Perfect.
sec. He takes 1 point of psychic damage as your passive vicious mockery strikes.
Say, isn't his mom dead now? Didn't we kill her?
No, we killed his
It was
would-be
a
daughter.
sister.
Yeah.
Oh. And his sister, yeah.
Okay, after that, that wasn't even his turn, so that's who's ever after Sophie.
So
Profi.
Hey! Brophy sees his friends get goofed up. I just took 30-something points of damage. Is like, God damn. Okay. Also, as a note, I don't have any psychic dice to use because I burned them up last session to, hit him with all I got, and he negated it like a bastard.
fucking bitch.
So, on a plus note, I was at full health. I had like 10 temporary hit points still, so like they're gone now, but they were there.
Oh, I had 10 hit points. That's right.
Yeah,
it goes back in.
Don't forget that. Okay, well, can't use reactions, and my speed's halved. But I do have an ally next to him, so it doesn't even matter because I can just blink bow his ass, and that's what I do.
Nice.
I just hit him with the blink blow. So as a bonus action, I'm going to take the steady aim feature. So I can't move it all this round, but I don't care because I don't care. It gives me advantage on the shot. So
hit him with it.
He's going to cast Silvery Barbs.
I also did Profi use the critical hit rune on the bow?
No.
Okay, remember he's got
this would be the time. Yeah. Okay, but
break his concentration.
Okay, so you're silvery barbsing me, which means I have to roll 4 dice and take the worst, or is it just a regular roll now?
So technically the way it goes is you roll it and then you just re-roll it and you have to take the roll.
Okay, cool. Okay, so first roll a positive. Fucking 18 and a 14. So I would have taken
It
18.
doesn't-
And then the reroll, I still get to roll at advantage on the second roll. So, well, that would have sucked. 19 and a 2. So 19 plus pluses is a whopping, with the blink blow is only a plus. No, my dex is higher, so it's actually a plus 11. So 30.
Yeah, that in even with the disadvantage hits.
Okay. And
without a doubt.
With that, since I hit, I'm going to activate the crit rune on my bow because this is the time. So Younger, since you're playing the character, I will actually no, I'm still DMing, so I get to do the effect. Let's see here. Where's my D4 of decision? There it is.
He's going to take a reaction. I'll tell you that much.
How? He already did with Silvery Barbs.
Oh fuck! Yep, he sure did. Mistakes.
Go fuck your fucking reactions.
Okay, so it's just a well placed shot is what I rolled on the thing here, which means it just does double damage.
Okay.
I'm doing math. Give me a second here. So 3d6 because of critical and piercer, and then an extra 10d6 doubled for sneak attack. So 23d6.
Nice.
Sorry, I take that back. It's 13d6, but then I get to double whatever I rolled. So
Okay. Let's see what that is.
that's so much. Give me a second. I gotta roll like 6 times. Gotta find all my d6s over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. As a note for my tower, it actually almost fits all of them. Also, I'm gonna put this on the board. Look at these rolls. Look at that. Look at that. 5s and 6s.
Incredible.
Ooh!
The other one.
That's why you should buy our towers.
Good luck. All right, I'm re-rolling the 1, 2, and the 1 that I got. And I'll roll it on the table so y'all can see it. Oh!
Incredible.
I'm not
And
upset.
then double that.
How much damage is that?
That's a fucking lot. Let's just count the 6s here. 1, 2, 3. These are all loaded dice, by the way. Definitely loaded.
Which is why you should buy dice from us.
6. To be fair, none of
You
these
get rolls
dice.
like that.
Time out. To be fair, none of these were actually bought by us. I've had these dice for forever.
Shh, don't tell them. God. What's wrong with you?
These were all 5s. I could not knock it over, and those 2. All right, so 5, 8. Throw these 2. So
Anything else you can add to deal
40.
extra damage with that?
I'm doing math. Give me a second. 50, 65, 70 even on just the dice.
Damn, so that's 140?
Not quite. I also get the +4 from the regular weapon silliness. Nope, I take that back. It's +5 now because I need to update these stupid stats on this bow.
180?
180 point, or no. Just sorry, 75.
150.
Yeah, doubled.
150, my bad. Okay.
I mean, I'll take the
Is
extra
there,
30, but
is there anything else you're adding to that? Any extra oomph?
Do you still have an inspiration?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. I do have one inspiration. I guess
Hit him with
it. Yeah, that would be dumb not to. I guess, right?
it.
Don't be shy. Bah. Okay, not great. 3. I'm gonna re-roll it because this is part of the same roll. Piercer's still in effect. That's worse. Damn it. Okay, well, I tried. An extra 4 more points of silliness to that, so 154 points of damage.
Wow, awesome. Yeah, so as soon as you do that, passive ability, he's going to use one of his boons. He's going to summon a portal in front of him. Your arrow is going to pierce into the portal and it is going to shoot directly straight line right next to your head, and blast a hole through the wall that's on the opposite side of the ring. He negates your damage to 0. Boon of invincibility.
Kerry used that though.
Did he?
Yeah, that's what stopped my super ultimate death attack last time.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn. Well then,
By the way,
I guess he's gonna take that.
I am actually huge. I was reading through my stuff to make sure I was reading it right.
I do not believe
now.
I do not believe that there's actually anything he can do to reduce that damage. So yeah, he has no option but to take it.
And does it break his concentration?
It 100% will break his concentration.
There's a 5% chance.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Like, even if he rolled a critical, there's no way that he could.
Well, no, criticals are automatic passes. Remember that.
Okay, well, we'll
5%
find out.
chance.
He's not. Oh, he's at advantage to roll because he casts Silvery Barbs.
Yes, of course. If he keeps the concentration up, I'm throwing my bow.
Sorry, it was a 19, but that's not good enough.
That's not good enough. Yeah,
Close, no, but fuck off.
That CR 75 had his ass.
God damn. Okay, yeah, 156 points of damage.
Just as a note for the why that was so good, that was just right in his face. Like there was no dodging. It just right there. Headshot. Announcer in the background headshot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was extra rude.
How's he looking?
He's looking on a scale of 1 to 10, fucked up. Looked like he just took 156 points of damage to the fucking side of the head. Like he just like went to like go lift up his arm to do his cool ability, and then it just like shot through his hand, and he's just like,
I'm in pain.
As whiffs of godly sinew starts flying at the wall behind him, significantly harder than Rhett had hit the wall.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Is Profi done?
That I can't do anything else. Yeah, that was bonus action. I guess so technically, because I'm a scion, I can use my free yeet dagger attack. So I'll do that.
Yeet
What kind of damage was that, by the way? Like just piercing or
Magical piercing from a blink bow.
okay.
Blink bow.
So technically, I think blink bows are force.
Gotcha. Damn, yeah, he ain't got nothing against that. If it was regular piercing, he could reduce that, but he can't.
Wow. All right. Just as a note, my next rolls for the because I use the red dice like an idiot. My throwing my shitty psionic dagger as a free action. I rolled a 3 and a 2, so a total of 14 misses, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
It's not a 30, so didn't hit.
I tried. I failed.
Jesus.
So that's all I can do.
Okay.
Okay,
Wow, that's
after
fine.
Profi. Nice. Are you gonna make him pay? Make him pay a lot?
Where am I at right now?
You're right next to him. Against the wall.
And so it's just him, and then that's it. Okay, so what do I want to do? I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to pray.
Okay.
Or free action, if it's just... and I'm going to call upon Lemwhip to come down and give us a hand.
Okay.
With my god boon.
Your god boon. What's that? Phil Sim, what ability are you using?
Yeah, remember he owed me a favor?
Okay, so you are actually trying to summon a god's thing. It's a whole separate action.
Okay.
I will allow it this time as a bonus action just because this god specifically owes you a favor. So roll a D100 and you have to roll below your level for your favor to activate.
Oh god. Okay.
So 20 or lower. You got a 1 in 5 chance of it working.
Oh, no fucking way. Rolled a 69.
That's a critical, baby.
Okay.
Doesn't help you in the moment though, unfortunately, but it's cool as shit.
Think of all the numbers to
you're-
not get
you're-
the
you're-
boom from my bard god.
your character gets a boner for some reason, and you don't know why.
He's like, he needs
Okay.
help, right? Let's make this awkward for everyone involved.
I got
Death
you.
boner.
Hi, Cass.
All right. So what I'm gonna do
Walk
is
awkwardly to the chalkboard. That's what you're gonna do.
okay in a 20-foot cube that includes only him.
Sorry, I'm trying to move the soundboard. I clicked on one. Anyway, 20-foot cube. Listening.
Yeah, that only envelop. Oh, actually, do I want to do this? Because if Sophie wants to get up in his bed, I can't do that. Disregard.
what you're
Back to the
gonna
drawing
do.
board.
I
No, because
have
it might.
I have a 5-foot extra range being big.
Yeah, but you might get stuck. This is an instantaneous. Blah blah blah. Screw it. I'm gonna do what I originally wanted to do, and we're gonna cast Firestorm.
I just as a DM question to you, is there a reason why you were using the most overpowered AOE spell possible on this Yahoo? Because it's not like you can stack.
because-
You can't really stack it on him. You're just gonna burn the rest of the battlefield and only hit him with like 2d10 damage or something. So.
Right. This is our last fight, and I have 3 spells that do damage.
Ah. Okay.
So
Okay. All right. I understand. I just wanted to clarify why you're doing it, because again, you're gonna just like burn the rest of the area around us because you can only overlap once.
It's his castle. He doesn't care.
I can't use Black Tentacles because Sophie might get stuck, and if she gets stuck and can't get to him, that's not good. I don't have the spell slots to do Sunburst.
Sophie, statistically, what's your save DC?
19.
Statistically, if it's a deck save, she has a pretty good chance. Not only that, but like already being slowed, she's half tempted to say fuck it and go into the shadow realm. So
she's not slowed anymore.
Oh, yep. You're right.
You're free from slowed.
So I want to make sure you can get to him. So I'm not going to try to hinder you. I'm just going to burn his ass.
Okay. So, just for cool effect's sake, you're putting together 7 10 by 10 squares, right? Or is it more than 10 by 10?
It is 10 10-foot cubes.
Yeah, so 10 by 10s. So you can get 100 square feet, right? That's how that works.
Yep.
Okay.
Fire tornado.
Well, you can't
all the way up.
They don't stack like that. They have to touch each other. It's the best AoE effect that you can do. Unfortunately, he can only get hit by one of them.
Yeah, but I don't want to hit anybody else, so just put them on top of each other.
All right, you
the same dudes you need to make. Dexterity?
Yeah. Pretty sure it's a dex save, yeah.
Yeah. Dex save.
What's your save?
19.
He passes.
Wait a second. We have reactions now?
Yes.
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 Okay. I think I have something. Fuck with that.
Cast silvery barbs. Fuck him.
I can't do that, but the reaction. That one. Never mind, I lied. I can't find it, and I'm not gonna hold this up.
Okay, so it would be 41, so 21 halved.
Okay, 21 halved, cut it down, 10 points of damage.
No,
Okie dokie.
41 and then he saves, so 21.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Damn.
And then my bonus action's gone because I tried to call a god and he just screwed me over. I've been holding on to that, and he's like, nah.
Well, on a plus note, you didn't lose the favor, so you can continue to try until he answers because you have the favor.
Listen,
Right.
he's partying right now, man. That boner was a side effect of your connection. He's partying.
Flames are all around the room, though, right?
What'd you say?
These giant flames are everywhere around the room.
No, he concentrated them directly on top of each other to make a flame tornado because he thought that looked cool.
Oh, okay.
But on a positive note, that should cast a lot of shadows, I think. If someone could do it like that.
No, it does. It does the opposite of that. We're in an open field. You just made it very bright around him.
Yeah, but we cast shadows, so like the people, there should be shadows behind us.
You know what? Yes, they're on the board. You can actually see them from the light. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
That's actually almost
So-
appropriate how the lighting's at. I mean, I guess I could try to adjust it a little bit more so it's more like. There we go. There's your brightness level.
So that means now Marzex can do some shadow stuff.
As long as he hides in someone else's shadow, yes.
I'm going to jump behind Profi's shadow, and I'm going to summon the Shadow Lords.
Ah.
To be fair, I am the most adept at this ability of doing this kind of shit because I've memorized all of your shadows, and I've already learned how to hide inside of them.
Okay, so you said you're summoning the
Gross.
Shadow Lords. What are you doing to quote unquote summon the Shadow Lords?
I am unleashing the. Can we unleash the army of Hellspawn that we summoned?
They're already goofing with the other army.
Oh, well then I am going to attempt to get the Nightwalker over here.
Gotcha. So just as a clarification for you, right?
Yeah.
They're fighting the other army is guaranteeing that he can't summon any minions to help him because all of his people are preoccupied.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm just calling the one big bad guy that I know, to possibly help. He might want a new castle.
Sure.
A shadow castle in this realm, right?
Yeah. He's a huge creature, right?
Absolutely.
All right. He's gonna look like a werewolf because I like using this model. Where are you summoning him in? Like behind Sophie's character? It's about the only.
Yeah,
shadow
that makes sense.
That's about the only shadow big enough for him.
Look, the shadow got even bigger. The miniature isn't actually even the Shadow Lord; it's the shadow behind it.
All right, so
Okay.
Shadow Lord has been summoned. Do you have it? You've moved. Do you have a bonus action you want to try? Or are you good hiding in the shadow there?
I think I would be, since that was my action. I don't really have any appropriate bonus actions to do, because there's a giant swirling fire tornado next to him. So I am going to not do anything. I'm going to step 10 feet back.
Out of the shadow.
Yeah. Okay. And then that should be my turn because summoning a bean. Oh, yeah, because my skeletons aren't here either. Yep, that's it. I did something useful.
Okay, then it is top of the order with Funeral.
Wow. Okay. So there is a limited number of actions that he could be able to take that would be very effective. Since his concentration was broke, he will cast Blade of Disaster.
Oh, that's just rude.
I wonder if he's going to cast it on.
Was he casting?
Blade of Disaster.
Oh, I think we're about to lose our bard.
You create a blade-shaped planar rift about 3 feet long in unoccupied space you see within range. The blade lasts for the full duration. When you cast a spell, you make up to 2 melee spell attacks with the blade, each one against a creature, loose object, structure within 5 feet of the blade. On hit, the target takes 4d12 force damage. This attack scores a critical hit if the number on the d20 is 18 or higher. On a critical hit, the blade deals an additional 8d12 force damage, a total of 12d12. And then, as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the blade up to 30 feet to unoccupant space and make up to 2 more melee spell attacks. So it's going to go directly behind Profi.
Hello, puppet.
Well, that's an 18 and a 3. So 3 plus 16 does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay, so you got 1 critical on you. And 19.
The critical one, I am going to be using Runic Shield upon. Reroll that, and you have to take the new roll.
Okay, so he rolled an 18 original.
Before
Before
you do that, can I cast Counterspell?
Yes, it's a 9th level spell, though, just so you're aware.
Okay. I'll cast Counterspell at... What is the highest spell slot I have left? 7th level.
Okay, so that means
Why? So why would you cast it that high when you're still going to need to roll either?
because it gives him
Say what
plus,
now?
it gives him plus 4 to his roll.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, versus a
Yeah.
19 DC.
Okay.
So if you cast at higher levels, the interrupted spell has no effect if its level is less than or equal to the... Okay. So actually, no, it doesn't actually help me, I don't think, too. The creature is casting a 3rd level or lower. It has no effect. If it is casting a spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Yeah.
Yeah, so if he casts it at a 7, he gets that plus.
Right. So what am I rolling right now?
D20, and then basically a spell
So-
attack against that spell.
With the plus 4.
I critted.
Hey!
Silvery barbs.
God dang it. you counterspell with my counterspell. This is some bullshit.
I mean, it just means he has to re-roll, and possibly he can get it back anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you know what? If you're gonna silvery barb me, I'm gonna reaction with some shield. How about that? With that, can I do that?
You already reaction to counterspell.
If you were attacked,
Damn
Just
I would have allowed it. I would have allowed it.
it! Really cool, man. Little bard wizard battle going on.
so did you re-roll to see if you still shut it off or not?
Yeah, Silvery Barb doesn't
Yeah,
stop it. It just makes you reroll.
There's still a chance that you succeed.
So I rolled a 10, and it's plus a 7, and then what am I
Plus
adding
4.
here?
So
Plus
yeah,
4,
you got
so
it.
21.
Damn, son, you got it.
Woo!
Yeah, because it's a
Playing
9th level spell. Damn,
Playing
you
that
fucked
sick
fucked
riff
up
on
his
the
whole
Alm harp. That's what's going
fucked up
on.
his whole plan, dude. Fucked up his whole plan. Because that just uses his actions, and no matter what you are, spells always take a full action, right?
Yep.
So
Unless you are a sorcerer and you use sorcery points to turn it into a quicken spell for a bonus action.
I'm going to attempt to step out of the fire and away from the murderous intent, and so go along the wall that's opposite of where Rhett is.
How far back?
Would I?
The
Is that an
opposite.
attack?
If you had a
Other way.
reaction left, you used your reaction to cast counterspell.
So I'm gonna run the other direction, 45 feet along the wall on the other side.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
you're running around Rhett. So 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I just stand there and
9.
watch him do it because I don't have any reactions left.
You just had to take a
Yep.
breath, and he just sprinted on you. Fuck.
Okay, and that will that's his turn because you ruined it.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
Soiled it. Soiled it.
Soiled it terribly. Okay, who's next?
Sophie.
Sophie is going to run at him 30 feet. Am I within 10 feet of them?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Sorry. 6. 5, 6. That puts you right there. Bam. Now.
All right. Call lightning.
All
He's
right.
just
Save.
fucking pointing the sword.
Get his ass.
What's your dexterity? What's the save needed?
19.
It failed terribly. I've never rolled such shit. It's 3.
27 points of lightning damage.
Let's go.
Yep. Owie.
Yep. I don't have any. I think I have one more action surge. Oh, remember.
I mean, you can always
Everything reset.
heat your sword at full speed. So his stuff reset, not us. Just as a note.
Yeah.
If his stuff reset, you should have negated your 100.
Except for that. That did not reset. Anyway.
The boon is still within the same day. No matter what potions you drink, you don't get to keep using your.
It's actually fucking midnight 01. Okay. So it reset.
That's great. It resets with sunrise, so that's suck a wang wang.
Okay. Yep, that's all I can do. And I just remembered that I had that return the sender thing from the Tarrasque. So if he hits me, hey, it's going back at him.
We do all have the Tarrasque skin. It's important for this fight. Anyway, next.
Next is Profi. What are the
He's
Tarrasque
going to
skills
use
do?
a legendary action.
Oh, okay.
He's going to cast Reality Break on Profi.
Gosh dang, Profi over here struggling. Okay, what do we get to roll to save?
Just a sec.
And to be fair, I have really good saves as long as it's not charisma or concentration, and even those aren't terrible. Or strength, I guess.
You shatter the barriers of realities and timelines, thrust any creature into turmoil and madness, so it's a wisdom saving throw.
I like that. That's +8 for me. I'll take that. Oh, I should probably roll. I'm over here. 15 + 8. Oh, no. Was it 15 or 16? Sorry. That is 16 + 8. My bad. So 24.
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Nah, make it 15. God damn it. Yep, you save. So you can take reactions still.
Woo!
The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or it can't take reactions. The affected target must also roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns. But I don't. Does it even still affect you now that you've. Or do you just still get reactions?
Here, let me pull it up really quick because I'm pretty sure it just stays as long as you concentrate. It's one of those fucked up. Like I said earlier, it was not a fun spell as a player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then you need to roll a d10 at the start of each of your turns, which would be now.
Right.
So wait,
but you can take reactions.
Are you still
So I got to save at the beginning to see if I got to take reactions, and then at the end of each of my turns, I get to save to see if I can escape the spell.
Okay.
Yep. So roll a d10.
So are you still possibly getting hurt here?
Well, it's a D10, so we'll see what happens. Well, Jurgen, do you want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it?
I'll roll it. Sure.
Okay.
D10.
Yarg.
I can change who that's targeting.
9. So Chill of the Dark Void. The target takes 10d12 cold damage and is blinded until the end of the turn.
Hmm. Do you not want to take that? How's Profi looking?
Profi's fine. I'm down like 10 hit points IRA health, so I'll be fine. Okay, roll your damage because it's at the start of my turn. I then get to do all of my
17.
normal turn silliness. I'm just blind, which is unfortunate. Not for me, because guess who has blind sense? Not Profi. Profi did not have blind sense. That's not true. I do. I do, but it's from my psionic stuff, not from my other things.
You're out of psionics. You don't get any of your powers. Just kidding.
That would be trash tier, and I would be sad.
I need a calculator because my calculator is missing on this device. What the fuck? Other device. Activate.
You're on a computer. You also have a calculator on there.
Hey. Plus 10. Plus 9.
I know you're not used to it,
16.
but there's a lot of utility in it.
So that's 71 point of cold damage.
Okay, that hurts. I'm gonna burn my reaction to take half.
Can you do that with cold damage?
I'm a rogue. I can do it with any damage.
Evasion.
Can you evade while you're blinded?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got blind sense. He's not even really blinded.
I'm not even really blinded ever.
I sense the icicles. Ah!
It's my cold feet. 30 something points of damage is still pretty good. That puts me
My
at
tootsie's cold.
200 or minus 164. Sounds
How
right.
far is your blind sense, by the way?
10 feet.
Okay.
It's not great. As a free action, I tell our big giant Bertha friend to point where he is at.
Oh, perfect. The blade's already pointing at him.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I use my bonus action to actually, sorry. Is it a free action or bonus action? I gotta look really quick. Should be a bonus action, but I
Teleport me to him. Just shove me right up there.
No, it's me. I'm going there. I'm playing no games.
Take me with you.
Take me with you. I can't do that. It's just
just carry her on your back, dude.
Yeah, right.
Just carry her on your back.
No, so I'm using my Misty Step ability. And it's teleporting me 30 feet as a bonus action. And he gets the hello motherfucker from two inches away. You ain't getting out of here alive. Downside is I don't have any friends next to me, so I can't activate sneak attack.
You could hold your action until I get there.
I could, but I don't need it because I'm going to use one of my poison daggers that I've had seeping in the God Sleep poison for a hot minute now.
Ooh.
God go night night. God go Betty Bye. God feel a little tired.
So I have a question. I assume I already know the answer, right?
Wait, where's the God killing?
So, he's immune to poison.
Uh-huh.
Just straight up immune. So that's my question. Not resistant.
Yep, nope. Then my character is about to have a very upset realization.
But what about that?
Profi does not know that though. Oh, hold up. You said you're immune, yeah?
Straight up immune.
Do you think that matters to a poisoner?
It does, because it just makes it so that they can't be resistant.
I thought I got rid of immunity.
Nope.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Reread it. Read it, double check.
Reread it.
No, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he's right on that.
To the war!
Sabrina, since we read it.
I will reread it really quickly, but I'm pretty sure Younger's right on this one. You ignore resistance to poison damage, so it doesn't say anything about immunity. Okay, he really thought it was going to be cool. Unfortunately, for my player, he's gonna follow through with his action because this was the ha moment.
This was the plan, the moment.
Unfortunately, I done goofed. Let's see if I can grab the right dice here. I'm still making an attack. Does a 24 hit?
24 does hit, indeed.
All right, so he's gonna take the poison, stabby, pokey damage, the piercing damage from the non-magical blade that I have this attached to.
Okay.
Max damage, baby. Take 9.
Fuck yeah.
9 halved, so he
Points of-
takes 5.
4 because we ran down on damage because it saves players' lives. Okay. Anyway, 4 whole points of damage, and I'm looking. I'm there. The effect it should take it. It should activate instantaneously.
So how much sleep damage is it supposed to do?
It's just an instantaneous effect. It is.
Okay.
The god falls asleep.
Make a insight check.
Are you telling me to do rolls? How dare you, sir? Five. Plus. Time out. There's some more. 5 plus. Insight is wisdom, which is 2 at this point. So 7.
As you see him, as you stab him, he falls on you. You see his eyes start to roll back in his head, and he starts to fall back. And he stands right up and he says, "You really thought that was going to work on me, peasant?"
Called me a fucking peasant of all the people. You know, I rolled a 10 on that. Oh, good. You're gonna be awake for when I skin you.
He's got a 21 deception skill.
I'm deceived.
Wow, you know what? He is actually.
I believe he was
actually,
asleep. I thought it was a thing, and then he surprised me.
So he's actually he is actually asleep right now. We're deceived that he's awake.
Okay, that is that.
You're gonna use your legendary action to stab me back, because that would be funny.
Nope, I used my legendary action to cast a spell.
Yep.
Damn. I thought
that make you go crazy.
Okay, I thought oh, hey, it's the end of my turn. I need to see if I break out of the bullshit. With the plus 8, 18 plus 8. And
yeah,
I'm not chilly.
So garbage, dude. Yep, you same. Such garbage, dude.
Look, taking all those feats instead of just straight up percentage things was like the best character build choice for this fight.
Okay, next person.
Next person is me.
fuck him up.
So I'm gonna use my action to move. Give me like 10 feet closer. And I'm going to use my Moonstone Conduit to summon my Trask on the opposite side of him.
Hello?
Yeah, time to take some damage, bitch.
Didn't you already use your Trask? How many times did you use your Trask?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is this still the same day?
Yes.
Yeah, same day.
Oh, it is the same day. Well, shit. Ah, my strat.
Get it.
Give me a second.
If only,
When all fails, summon your Trask.
if only we had an item to recharge items.
Right.
Just get haste on me or something. Send me at him. Make me go faster so I can actually fucking reach the bitch.
I have an idea. Oh, I can't use it. It's a 9th level. Damn. My spell slot's limiting me right now is a little annoying.
Just cast a regular polymorph. On the chance that it works, it'll be hilarious.
I I looked at true polymorph. That's what I was about to do.
No, just
polymorph
do
into a
regular
squirrel.
polymorph though, the 4th level version.
Yeah, I think I might.
Because we're gonna slap the shit out of him anyway.
Okay, we're gonna do some 4th level polymorph.
So what kind of spell is polymorph?
Make him a secret.
Polymorph is a
transmutation.
Wisdom save.
Okay.
The spell has no effect on a shape changer or a creature with 0 hit points. I don't think he's either of those.
I thought he was a shape.
He's an illusion guy, but we killed his illusion ability with your rune.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So he can't summon illusionary dragon. Shame.
Right. So he's got to make himself a little wisdom throw.
Okay, a little wisdom throw. You want to know the good news or the bad news?
What was the bad
He's
news
good at
first?
wisdom, but you got in that one.
So there is no good news. The bad news is that he rolled a 26.
The good news is my DC is at 27.
Incredible.
What are the odds? This is where we need a potent wizard, is all I'm saying.
Wisdom is his second highest save.
Of course it is. Okay, well then we're going to use our bonus action to do a little healy heal. Do some mass healing word, which I'm going to upcast. I'll use my other 7th slot, just upcast that at 7. So I start with 1, and I get to upcast. I get 1 for each above thirds, so I get 5 d4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 4, 6, 7, 10 plus my mod, which is a plus 5, I think. Yeah, so 15. Okay, so everybody get 15 HP.
Woo!
That helps me.
And I think that will be my turn because I don't think there's anything I can do. But I get my reaction back now, which is nice. Marzax.
Okay. Well, I am going to order my friend, the big angry guy, to get as close as he can to that dude. I'm going to ask him very nicely if he would be so kind.
Can you teleport through shadows?
He doesn't need to. He's going to cast Finger of Doom. He points at a target. Target must succeed a Wisdom saving throw. However, the Wisdom save on this is incredibly high. So let's see if he can survive the Nightwalker. Oh, are you fucking kidding? I rolled a 3.
Fantastic.
I rolled a 3, and he doesn't have any reaction-related ability right now. Because he already used it. He has to wait till the next round. Wow. The target must succeed or take 4d12 necrotic damage. And become frightened.
If he wasn't frightened already, he's gonna be frightened now.
He's a scared.
This man jumped out the tower and started running, and we're like, no, not that way, no, not that way. Run faster, bitch.
17. Holy shit. T+. He takes 29 points of scary damage. And the target is also paralyzed.
Ah! Perfect. Remember when I said I was going to skin him alive? This makes that way easier.
Oh man, I never thought that would be what was gonna happen. That's disgusting. I'm so ashamed.
You're controlling both of these characters, right?
Yeah, and I'm so ashamed that this is how it's happening. I could not have rolled worse, really. Besides a 1. That's
Rhett
crazy.
has to kill him, doesn't he?
For his honor.
For his
No.
honor.
Or something bad happens, right? Because you had the whole conversation, like, the only way you could get something's help was by being the one to kill him.
Oh. I forgot that was a thing.
That's a good last minute reminder.
I'm going to be extra rude, and I'm going to create Bigsby's hand. I'm going to move closer to him, and then I'll summon Bigsby's hand next to him.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then he will use Grasping Hand on the creature.
Okay.
So here's for a failed strength save. Oh my god. He got a 4 total.
He's grappled.
Just a sec. Is athletics? Nope, nothing.
He's paralyzed.
Yep,
he automatically fails.
Yep. And then he'll just crush him. Yeah, right? 2d6 plus spellcasting ability mod. 6.
It's like the rock all over again.
8. 8 plus 5. Or sorry. Yeah, 8 plus 5.
13.
So 13 points of crushing damage, which he reduces. 6. But he is looking fucked up. Rook, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if it matters at this point, because he'll likely possibly die before his next chance. Because he's paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Yeah, I would have used that orb earlier. That was like a first round item.
Okay, so I think it's his turn next, right?
Yes, top of the order.
Yeah, so he is scared.
Yeah, he should be.
When can he do the next save? Until the end of the Nightwalker's next turn. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh
so my turn?
God.
So he's paralyzed. What can he do while paralyzed? Let's find out.
Nothing.
Looking at the paralyzed condition.
No. He cannot take actions, bonus actions,
You're
or reactions.
Can't move or speak. Attack rolls against you are an advantage. If any attack hits you, it is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saves.
So here's my question: does Rhett want to be my club?
Yes, he does. He'll hold his sword out, so you're like a club with a nail in it.
Just picks up Rhett and just goes right into him.
So he can technically use reactions. You just can't move. No, incapacitated. You can't take actions or reactions. Nope, can't do that.
He can't do anything.
So he's literally just crucified. Wait,
you have a 10-foot reach, right?
Yes, I do.
So if you run over, use your bonus action to pick up your friend who is letting you lip noodle him. You may use your friend as an improvised weapon.
No, remember, I called him my god, and I'm currently erect. So
Yep.
Grab him by the dick.
So.
The old dick twist.
Oh god.
He's getting stabbed by 2 things today. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna use Rhett to try to kill him with.
Rhett, as a note for you being used as a weapon, you will take half damage of whatever Sophie outputs because you're just bludgeoning yourself.
that's fine.
Sophie,
All right.
pay attention to your friend's health, please.
Do you know what the fall damage mechanic is for when the creature lands on another creature? Damage is split 50-50.
Yeah, so
This isn't fall damage.
Yeah. So this is Rhett is prepared to take this damage, so he's just gonna take half of it, comparatively to Fenrir's full. So roll
Are you
it.
wearing your safety
Also,
helmet?
as a side note, you are at advantage, and they're auto crits. So
Quick question.
yes,
Because I know this is about to happen to me, could I cast shield on myself as a reaction real quick?
it's not going to help you at all.
It will reduce the ability to hit the target by 5.
It will make it harder for me to hit him. All right.
That's fine. I'll take it.
As a note though, because of the paralyzed ability, you will not take auto crits like the enemy does. You will take half of whatever the regular roll is.
Okay. So, first attack
Unless Sophie
with
actually
Rhett.
crits.
First attack with Rhett is a 25. Does that hit?
Yep,
Yes.
it hits incredibly.
Awesome.
So smooth.
So that's crit
Just
damage. Second attack
directly to the kneecap.
Yep. Second attack with Rhett is a 17. Does that hit?
That actually misses.
You know what's great?
You
Bardic
successfully missed a
Inspiration.
still target.
Nope. Slash roll 1d12. Bardic Inspiration, it's a +6, so it's a 21.
I bet you
think.
couldn't roll lower than a 1. Yeah, you hit.
Okay.
If you rolled a 1, you would have hit.
Okay. So those are 2 hits at crit damage. Next one is an 18 exactly. So that's a hit. And here's the last one for my main weapon, hand of Rhett, which is also going to be an 8.
Okay, so
So what was
before you
supposed to happen
before
was he was getting.
Before we go any farther with any more rolls, let's get the damage done and then talk.
Okay. I have one more attack, and that's with my offhand, as I'm using a bonus action to attack with lightning.
What if you kill him with the bonus action though, and then all the things with Rhett are wasted? Can we?
You're right.
Why don't we start with the
let's
bonus?
get this.
Let's
So
start with the
how
bonus action and then bash him with Rhett. How's that sound? Because he auto fails.
that works? Yeah.
He auto fails. It's an auto crit.
Yeah, it's a 19 with lightning. What was lightning's damage again? God, why is this thing always so busted?
It's not. Well, you don't have to hit with it. It's he saves and he auto fails, and it's critical damage. So the 2d10
Oh,
becomes
okay.
4d10.
The 3d10 becomes 60.
Oh yeah. Don't go too high because we still got to murder him with Rhett. If you kill him with the cloud before Rhett gets a chance.
What is so that is 35 points of damage. Now it's time for Rhett. How much damage does Rhett do?
Rhett is an improvised weapon, so he takes your strength. And do you have Tavern Ball or anything like that?
Let me look.
What are my pluses to hit? How wieldy am I?
Well, it's an improvised weapon, so unless he has the feat for it, it's no pluses. It's just whatever his strength bonus to hit is.
Okay.
Do not. So yeah, it's that plus an extra D8 because of me being huge. So it's my strength. So it's 7, so 14 damage consistently. Plus, and I'll just roll the rest of in all of the 5 hits. So
just as a note, an object that bears no resemblance to a weapon deals 1d4 damage.
Okay. So
I love
10d, so 10d4, d4, and then 10d8. That works. Plus my strength on each one of those. 7. Why can't I do math? 45. Oh. 5. Go. Oh, there we go. Rhett, the total damage being done here is 122 points of damage. That's critted. Like, that's with everything done. So just cut that in half.
And
I
cut
take
it,
61.
and then cut it in half again because again that was with crit damage, and we're just gonna assume it did half that. So
There
so
you go.
30.
30.
I mean, to do 100 and something
Okay.
points of damage and taking 30, that's a pretty fair trade.
100%. I also would like to do. Oh wait, no, I can't. I already used my bonus action.
I just want to note that you just said Rhett stand still, and Rhett just went with it. There's no way he could have known that you were going to use him as a club, and he just let it happen.
Yes.
He hit it with a big lady.
100%. Also with a special rune I have, the fire rune. He fails strength saves, right?
Yep.
He is now restrained for 1 minute, and he will be taking 2d6 more fire damage. Oh wait, that's crit damage, so 4d6 more fire damage.
I don't think he made it through the bashing of Rhett. I don't think you had to burn your rune for this.
That's
he
fine.
Like, grabbed his ankles with these fiery chains while he's being gripped by the Bigsby's hand, while he's paralyzed in this position by being pointed at by the big scary black shadow thing in the distance.
Yep.
Profi's got a little baby dagger
9
in
more
his back
points
too.
of
Like,
damage.
yeah, this was all a part of the plan, baby.
No, you're still thinking, oh, this must be the put to sleep. That's why they're all able to hit him now. Yeah,
Right, exactly.
It worked.
It worked perfectly. Just like I
9 more points of fire damage as well. Just for good measure.
So he died. Unless he turns into another form instead of dying.
No.
Yeah, he there is no way around it. No reactions. What was supposed to happen was, oh, I take the first of your 30 hits after running up to me, and then I reduce that damage to half and teleport away. Because that was what was gonna happen after the very first attack, and not being able to be hit by any of those other attacks. Instead, was strapped and bonded, BDSM style, and just brutally raped inside of his own dungeon.
I used Rhett as the paddle.
The paddle, yeah. So
and you can put that video of the rat on. You guys, have you seen that thing where it's got the the fake rat on the machine where it's just like a little slappy, and then it buzzes up.
So what you guys heard while that was happening, every time he hit around and got lifted away, you just heard harder, smack, harder.
Were you saying anything while you were like speaking while hitting him?
Yeah, he was
harder.
screaming harder.
Oh my goodness, gentlemen, that was.
Takes an additional 2 psychic damage. The light fades from his eyes. He would slump, but he's literally not allowed to, as his spine is being realigned by giant fingers that caress his chest, and arms outstretched, just stuck in a state of horror as he's being bludgeoned repeatedly by none other than Rhett. Which part of your body is hitting him? Are you giving him little kisses with your head?
I'm just like, I have my sword out. Like, I'm just like,
it's just a
levels of shame have never been attained within the realm. The gods who weren't here suddenly knew that there was a Moog Lester amongst them.
Dang, that's going to be a real dated reference when people watch this 10 years from now. But congratulations, he doesn't even get a final monologue because you paralyzed him before you murderized him. He is sitting there just kind of like slowly enveloping in ash and destruction because he has no plane to return to, no place that he can call home, no nothing, because you heroes have stripped everything from him. The god of rebellion was put down. The god of trickery was out deceived. You guys have defeated Funeral. All evil tricksters gone. And as his essence leaves the world, you'll notice towers start crumbling. In other areas of the world, relationships will break down. Things that were promised powers by him are no more. There will be some follow-up in the world that we will go through in a second. But Funeral put a lot of things together, and for his essence to be as fundamentally removed as you just did to him, the world is forever a changed place. So, congratulations. You beat the big bad.
And now
I beat a motherfucker. I
partake in
beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker.
That's a good way to end the campaign right there. So, yeah, your shadow demon smiles wickedly and says, "I've done you your favor, and my army has defeated his. We'll take our pillage and leave." And he disappears into shadow as the sun rises. You guys don't realize it, but time seemed to slow way down. Val and the others make their way across the battlefield. Trudging along behind them, a wounded army of personnel of various kingdoms and regions and whatnot. It looks like all the clothing that they had been wearing is pretty much diminished, so it's a lot of naked people in the desert. They're not going to be happy for a while. But they are bruised, battered, and broken from this fight. But as soon as Funeral was defeated, as soon as Funeral was defeated, their brainwashing went away, right? And they will tell you horror stories of what they went through and what the experience was like, having to suffer his commands. Even the ones that were controlling the others were still just twisted individuals that were forced against their will by his magics. In the end of the day, you guys probably saved about 300,000 people, and you probably killed about 50,000 people in this last fight. But most of the people were not here. Most of the kills were here, but across the realm and the world and all that fun stuff, there was plenty of other people still affected by his shenanigans. The total population after these 3 years of war, destruction, and chaos has been decimated. There's about a tenth of the population that there was before. So even great cities barely have 10,000 people, if that. There are tons of towns and other areas that are completely unpopulated, besides anything but monsters. And the amount of humans, elves, and dwarves specifically has been reduced significantly. The smaller races have a much more equal share to the table at this point, as we will say. But those three major races are significantly reduced. There's other B stories that you guys can get into, and we kind of talk about that for the epilogue silliness. But before we get into that, let's talk about your characters as we march forward. At this point, we're just gonna kind of story tell for a little bit, and what you guys feel your characters would occur post what happens. And I'll kind of throw in corrections if it's something that doesn't make any sense, or if there's a catch that you guys forgot along the way. Rhett, congratulations, since you did land the final blow, technically, like the first or second hit out of all that shenanigans was definitely your fault. The promise that you made was fulfilled, so you don't have any negative consequences, which is good, because I was about to send you to hell. But since you did what you were told, congratulations, you avoided that fate. I'm trying to think of any other consequential promises that you guys made that will or will not be fulfilled. We'll go through the storyline and whatnot. Is there any that you guys can think of that we need to bring up and talk about that are for players or characters that aren't necessarily here?
We need to talk about Full Gash and how he was half Gash and how now he is going to be Sinew Gash.
Sinew Gash. Yeah, he basically fell apart. But let me pull up our polls and see what our community came up with for stuff. His stuff.
Yeah. Also Barry, whatever Barry's been up to.
Me and Barry have had a slight conversation on what he wanted done with his character, so we will honor those wishes as best we can.
Great.
Monster.
Come on. Sorry, my phone's over here being slow AF. So,
He's going to know what the poll said.
Ed will
on the
return in a
polls,
good.
you guys tied amongst all three things, and because it's the final episode, I'm going to let it all happen. So the only downside is you didn't get the roll ordered rolls one, which means you will have to roll for some of these outcomes. But all you players get an extra boon. Let's start with that one. So there's 4 of us. We all get a singular boon. And it is Godslayer, kind of like the Tarask Slayer. Not only are you already legendary from
God,
that,
you are eligible to get this boon.
But the boon bonuses for this one is you have 1 auto hit per day, guaranteed. You have 1 auto miss per day, guaranteed. And you are all eligible for some forms of godhood. Now, to be fair, you guys could have taken this boon like a while ago because you guys have been murdering gods for a while. But this is when you're being gifted it. Thank you, the polls. Not that it's going to be super helpful for your characters, but if you take it on to another campaign and they allow you to use these broken ass characters, hell yeah. Let's see here. The next thing you guys get, the dead will return in a good way. So, with Funeral's craziness, there is one soul that we have kind of talked about just briefly, which is our very good friend, brain fart here, very good friend that I can't remember his name of, Full Gash. Full Gash will appear before you in a mostly uncorrupted body. He returns to life before the deal. Isn't as strong as you guys by any means, but he is a person and will be able to continue out his adventuring years as follows. He will probably die an old man in a battlefield long from now.
Is he worshiping Hellspawn now rather than Funeral?
Definitely not worshiping Funeral. Yeah.
No, I meant the Hellspawn. The Hellspawn, because wasn't he like also working with demons and stuff?
Not really. No. Remember, he was a fighter. Religion wasn't really his thing.
He can worship Sophie if he really wants to.
Let's see here. What else? The other undead people. Several of Profi's siblings that were murdered over the last few years come back to life.
Okay.
We would have brought Val back, but we don't have to. She's already back. You guys know there's now a dragon turtle roaming the lands of Jake, and several large dragons have reappeared from their deathbeds.
Yay, the dragon sickness is disappearing then.
No, that's still a thing. That is a plague you guys unfortunately released. But several of the creatures that were destroyed by Funeral's magic directly have returned.
They were never actually destroyed. They were simply planar traveled into an interdimensional space, which then reopened into the material plane upon its combustion.
That's about right. Let's see what else. Any other dead people that need to... Young McDougal, definitely dead. Sorry, he's not coming back. Along with quite a few of the other remnants of the army that weren't, straight up blown up.
One guy who was in like a couple episodes who had a pet dragon.
The Dragon Rider been alive. He hasn't actually died. The last time we left him, he was just all bandaged up and needing to heal, and we just kind of said, "Deuces, dude." And he's just been living his life this entire time. There's been no he continued to live his life until he died, and fighting other dragons or something crazy.
What about
Grandma Jenny?
Oh, that's a good character to go through. So, Grandma Jenny became Squawk's saint on Earth is the easiest way to describe her patronage. The cult of Squawk, or the religion of Squawk, Squawk's religion, bloomed and blossomed because of your guys' efforts and connections to him, and will be a major continuous religion in the world. Basically, Squawk's stronghold has been guaranteed forever thanks to you guys and your support of him. Let's see what else. Yes, listening.
What about Fran?
Fran was killed by a different god. Unfortunately, she was beheaded by one of the other Yahoos.
And Rhett's dad.
Rhett's dad and mom make their return, as they were both killed by Funeral and his shenanigan magic.
Mom's been dead for a long time.
Are you sure
Mom
about
was
that?
way dead.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, okay, maybe not. I thought she was.
She just abandoned you.
No, we met her, right?
We went to her grave.
Who am I thinking of? I thought you had a female person that Funeral got to. Nope. Okay, well, your dad's alive. If that's any consolation.
Yay, Dad!
He won't live much longer.
Oh my gosh.
Just because of old and trauma, and X is catching up to him. But you guys will get to slight reuniting times and things. Any other dead people we got to bring back because Funeral murdered them directly?
He murdered my godfriend.
As you guys are sitting, relaxing, chilling.
Time God.
A small tent appears not far from you. A few days later, a very confused and young-looking wizard steps out of the tent.
That's crazy. His tent is caught on fire. Wow.
So who the hell is that guy?
If it's not Mr. Swiggity Swoony.
What? My name's Devin. What kind of nickname is Swiggity?
That's your name. You're Swiggity Swooty. I'm coming for that booty.
What? What do you mean? No, my name is Devin. I am a time wizard. What time am I in?
You're in the time after you died.
Now. You're in the now.
You're in the present. Welcome to this gift.
He's very confused. Though, as a side note, Rhett will take him under his wing for about a year, and that's where he gains the nickname Swiggity. And his party dimension occurs. He attains godhood alongside the rest of you, unknowingly. So.
And you guys have a whole rave party started. The Traveling Bards of Mystic Tents.
Traveling Bards of Mystic Tents.
That's a full ass.
It's because it's intense, right?
It's intense.
The party will be intense.
Anyway,
I'm gonna make a pun bard.
Please, we need that next time. But speaking of you and your friend, you pull out one of your books that you had used to spell up, and sitting on the face is a friendly-looking eyeball that smiles, and you know that it's a friend. Can't talk yet, but give it some time.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe and let you grow.
Nothing happened to nothing. Just so you all know.
Yeah, nothing felt something, and then nothing disappeared because they were no longer nothing. They were something.
What else do we got here? I can't think of any other major bringbacks for the dead.
What happened to Trix? Because he kicked us out of the realm, and then we never saw what happened to him.
Yep, the realm just was cut off. So who knows?
Correct. Yep.
Oh.
Funeral had nothing to do with that. That was 100% Trix cutting off the realm, which is
The armadillo. He killed the armadillo.
the armadillo. It did AF. I'm sorry, I can't.
He killed the armadillo
don't be mean
directly.
to Dave. Dave, yes, Funeral did kill Dave.
Directly.
Yeah, right. But he's a god, and gods don't get a chance to regenerate if they're killed in their realm.
But he's not a god. He's an armadillo from Earth.
He was a god.
He was a god. He was actually a god.
I was trying to resurrect him, and here you are blocking me.
Can't bring that one back. We can't bring
Dave is gone.
We can't bring our angel back, unfortunately, because again they took the bullet of doom. Oh, now you put the sign up. And same thing with the couple of sacrifices that you guys made that were used the death rune. They ain't coming back.
One sacrifice. The other one got smoted.
Right, he not coming back either though. Let's see what else. Okay, before we go too much further with the epilogue and do the fun rolling bits for your characters, we're gonna take a couple minute break to go to the bathroom and all that fun stuff. So hit them with the BRB, and when we get back, someone please remind me to take it off the BRB so we can see people's faces, reactions to things.
I guess it's just me here. Take a nap.
I've never rolled so many threes for a big bad, but I wanted to be honest.
Yeah, he didn't. I was kind of scared. I was like, all right, Rook's had about a month to figure out a way to make this guy a real bitch. But he still didn't really stand much of a chance.
Nope. As soon as it got to the paralyzed part, it was like, that's done. I didn't think he was gonna let me summon the Nightwalker because that's like a CR like 18 creature or whatever. I was like,
yeah, they're pretty high.
I was like not anticipating actually happening, but it did. And then I saw the ability, and I was like, well, I would be an idiot to not at least try.
Right.
And he has a plus, 12 to his wisdom, plus 14 intelligence, and so he rolled his wisdom save and rolled a 3, and it's like a DC 21 save. So it was like ridiculous. End of next turn, not even like the end of his turn or no other saves. No saves. Like, he doesn't get to make another save. It was like, wow. If only he had the immune to paralyzed condition.
I'm amazed that he didn't get like a legendary resistance back.
Yep, that's those are all things that like for instance, at the beginning of the round, he had an ability to regain half HP.
Yeah.
But I was assuming that was what Rook used to regain all of his HP at the beginning of the round. But he couldn't use it anyways because paralyzed. He was supposed to take like 30 points of damage and like teleport away until he was out of range, out of distance from the melee guys, and then
I'm back.
Heal and summon, but never got back.
Nope.
Instead, Rhett beat him relentlessly with using nothing but the sheer force of his body and will.
It was that boner.
You know what? I'm very as a player, I'm very happy that he went down in such a downtrodden, rude, disgraceful way. It makes me very happy. As the person running it, I certain things is like damn. But I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. We did a lot of work. We put in a lot of legwork to ruin his day before we ever got there.
I was gonna say, you guys did that to literally every villain that we ever set up as an actual asshole. You just like took them and beat their ass like it was a WWE match. That was your favorite move, the gang pile. From the very first major villain to the very end, every single one of them was just, how can we kick this person's ass so hard that they don't exist anymore?
I honestly, I think it's the best way, and I think the only way Rick could have actually killed him was by being used as a weapon.
Oh,
you could have true
You guys
polymorphed yourself into like an epic sword, but you're like, no, just kill me. Just use my body. Break my legs.
I could have polymorphed myself into a sword. I didn't even think about that.
Oh man, a win's a win.
What do you mean? There's no. You didn't have enough time to do that. It was. It
Rule
was
of cool, dude. Rule of cool.
big, tall, thickums lady running up, grabbing you, and then using you as a weapon.
Big old thickums, just big old thickums.
Hey, I know those dice. So, your guys' epilogue. The important bits. The parts where you're going to need to roll. So, for these epilogue bits, you will need a D12, a D10, a D100, and one D4.
No D20s?
No D20s.
I got this cool dice and everything.
This is a lot more chance and luck and feelings comparatively to what you actually need. So, we're gonna start with self-descriptions of where you think your characters will end up, or what the plan is for your characters moving forward. You as a player, what was their plan after they finished this battle? What was the next step? We'll start in the bottom corner there, Freya.
All
you have two characters, so whoever you start with.
We'll do Val first. And I think Val would have kind of stuck with Profi if you would let her.
Okay.
For the most part, just having all of those riches at her disposal to be able to make as many weird creations as possible. And also just being her slightly off-putting but charming self, the Profi and all that jazz. Probably eventually would have been like, there's two options here. You could help me become a god, or you could give me a reason to not.
I'll take that line and use it in my character finishing statements. Before you even get to that point, though, if that is your plan, is to stick with Profi for as long as possible until you give him an ultimatum. Anything else that is part of your send off?
Um, Not really. Just, rebuilding, doing her best to help make things a better place. Um, if the ultimatum isn't given with the two things, then she's gonna go try to become a vampire again.
Fair. Okay, so with the D100 is what we'll start you with.
Okay. That's a 92.
Don't even stress. Basically, what you said up to that point, perfect. You executed it basically flawlessly. Profi is never that far away from you. You are close to him at any point, and you've politely charmed the pants on him enough to where he just gives you what you need when you want it. To be fair, as the emperor of this new world, probably isn't going to be a ton of resources besides the stuff he has stashed away somewhere. But your plan goes through mostly. We'll get to my rules for it later. All right, next up is a D12. Again, a lot of your stuff is going to depend on Profi's rolls, but how happy are you with the success of your plan? So D12 it up. See how do you like how that went for you?
She isn't too happy about it. She likes a bit of a challenge. She got a 2. But that's why she would be going to the point of being like, so you could either help me become a god or could give me a reason not to become.
Noted. Okay, good. Next up is your D6 roll.
D6 or D4?
D6.
What's this for?
This is what ends you.
What ends?
There's not.
I got a 6.
Oof. Okay.
Chance it.
We'll get to that when once Profi's things are over, because if it matches, it'll be great. If it doesn't match, it won't be good. Next is that D4, and this is your in-state completion. We'll say, and again, a lot of this, since you've tied your thing to someone else's character, it'll slow it down, but we'll get there.
Support.
4.
It's a 4.
So, regardless of whatnot, you have 4 people that continue your bloodline.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I need to think more for Sophie later, so go to somebody else.
All right, Younger, the reborn Marzex. What was your plan after this demon of a god was defeated?
I have a couple plans. Okay, I have several plans. I'm a very ambitious, cowardly man.
Okay.
So one thing, of course, is I wish to maintain some form of influence and power within the royal courts, as I always have, in service to the Tullius bloodline.
So, as a note, you have already demanded command of the lineage.
I have.
School.
Absolutely.
So guaranteed. Don't worry about that.
On top of that, especially with my family lineage, like at the beginning of the campaign, was potentially at jeopardy, and with the reduction of elven livelihoods and such, one of my primary goals will be to procreate and or to go towards creating, a strong ancient elven bloodline, Duskbreeder bloodline. Okay. On top of that, I think it would be the most beneficial to that end to attain godhood, so that I could have demigod children to bestow positions of power, throughout the empire to help facilitate those ends.
Okay, so I'm hearing is you want to have lots of kids, you want to become a god, and you want to stay politically connected to our handy dandy Profi.
Yeah. So okay. I think
D100
becoming a god is probably important.
well, roll for it. The order you set it in is the importance of it. So first and foremost is holding power, then it's having children, and then last but not least, becoming a god.
Just saying. I couldn't see that because it ran on the opposite side of my board.
How dare you?
48.
48. Okay, so with your plan, you don't have any problems maintaining control and being politically in power all the way in lineage. You're not necessarily directly connected to the empire for the majority of your life, but you are in power. As for kids, we'll kind of roll up that D4 at the end to kind of see how large your bloodline gets. But I will, because it's part of your plan and you got the thing, I will double your roll, whatever you roll. And that is to signify how many surviving members of your line will be around during the next campaign, essentially. And then next but not least, is your godhood. You did not roll above a 50%. You will not become a god.
And I'll just become a lich, as is tradition.
I'll be back, baby. All right. Next up, D12. How do you feel about when you get towards the end of your life, how you've accomplished it, how things are going for you?
I feel fucking bad.
Okay.
Terrible. It's so bad that I'm being alive is ass, dude. Being alive is straight ass. I'm tired, my bones hurt and shit. This is ridiculous. I'm rewrapping myself. I am conducting Create Undead 9th level on myself, and I don't care what I have to do, what animals I have to graft. It's happening. I'm becoming the Lich.
You hear someone go, "Okay, Grandpa, calm down." All right, next up, go ahead and roll me that D6 to see what ends.
I rolled a 1, just so you know.
2. No.
That's bad.
I'm a miserable piece of existence.
Just out of curiosity, because Marzex gets so obsessed with his bloodline, does he find out that Rhett is a descendant of his?
No, I think that's going to be a player joke forever. And I'm also not going to count that against his bloodline that are still around. But
Okay,
whatever you roll, he also gets your roll. No, so with a 1 ending, I can tell you exactly how he goes down. So it's a complete natural accidental death in a negative manner.
A fucking piano falls on him.
I'm allergic to strawberries.
No, worse than that. He dies all alone in a tower, just sitting in a chair. Just no one around him, no one to be. He just dies an old skeleton.
He'd like that.
He is absolutely miserable. I remember the last time Trophy or any of the others even visited me. Were they ever really my friends?
I mean, to be fair, you probably outlived most of them because Trophy is a human and was only going to live for another 60-ish years at most. But yeah, you die. I don't know. Roll me 2, 3 D100s, 3 D100s because you're already kind of old as is.
I'm only 100.
Oh,
only 100. When I reanimated, I went back to what I was.
Okay, I take that back. Roll me a D10 and we'll make this way easier.
D10. 10.
Okay, Younger, you lived an entire 1,000 years.
And I didn't become a god. What a fucking loser.
900 years of, like, go ahead and roll me a D10. I want to see how many of those you just stayed up in your wizard's tower basically by yourself.
I rolled the D100 part of the D10, and I got double odd 0.
So 10. Okay, so no, that's not bad. That just means it was just at the very end. So you didn't become a hermit until you're in. Sorry, they are chasing each other around back there. You did not become a hermit until the very end of your life, right? You did your duty. You were politically powerful for 1,000+ years. If other campaigns show up, you will be an old geezered Yahoo who interacts with people until the last quote unquote century. Your death marks the start of whatever our next story is, because you by far will be the only one that lived that long. So, congratulations. 900 years of peace thanks to Younger's good rolls. And last but not least, D4 and doubled to see how many, by the time of the next story, how many of your lineage is still running around.
D4 doubled. 3 times 2. So 6.
So there's 6 Duskbringer families around.
6
and that's
useless non-demigod children.
I definitely wouldn't say that,
dad.
yo, weirdo. Yeah,
That's why I lived in my tower alone, because I was disappointed of their existence because they weren't gods. They weren't the they weren't the sons of gods.
You sound like
I killed gods that were better than
I like the
garbage.
idea. I like the idea that like there is just a pile of letters. He just never left his fucking top room. There's just a pile of letters like through the front door. Like the family was trying to reach him, and he's just like, "Fucking bastards! They won't even climb up my stairs."
He put on the door. You're supposed to get there.
It's only 2,000 steps to get to the next floor.
I have a question. Can the tower that I stay in be the tower we just fought in?
I mean, that would make you be in the desert, and you're in the lineage towers where you die.
Yeah, but I'm 900 years later. If I'm isolated, that would make sense.
You just were like, all right, I'm about to die.
What?
I'm going to the desert
the
tower
last
to
hero
die.
spot. Yeah.
Oh man,
Like walk off like a dog.
Okay, all right.
That's sad, right?
That's your last adventure is just you traveling all the way over there. You get to the tower, sit in the chair, and just die.
And just die. Yeah. People are gonna think I'm the corpse of Funeral if they ever end up going there.
All right. Last.
We'll resurrect the dead god.
That's how your character ends, all by himself, 1,000 years or 900-ish years in the future.
Damn, that's an old ass elf. I'm the longest lived elf. I was an elf who lived for over 2,000 years.
Right.
And didn't make it to godhood. What a useless garbage.
I think there's a reason you wouldn't have made godhood. And that's because of one of the secrets that you guys as players, well, actually, sorry, I'm going to get through your other characters before I reveal this bit, because some of you might want to become gods. I don't want to stop that via explanations. Speaking of people that want to be gods, Rhett! What was your plan? Obviously, spend some time with our handy-dandy party bar wizard, but what else did you do in your lifetime?
So yeah, if I took Swiggity under my wing and like made him my bro, so like he would have stayed with Trophy for a little while, and like helped him, made sure that he was emperor first of all.
Okay.
But then he probably would have gotten back to his like folk hero background and traveled the land trying to help rebuild the empire. But at the same time, he would have been definitely trying to become a god. Him and Swiggity would have been working together to attain god.
Sophie would be with you on that.
Okay.
She's going around and she wants to see the world and live long enough to enjoy everything more.
Well, we could take Sophie. Screw it. So you can come with. So put Profi on the throne, help the small folk again, try to attain godhood with Swiggity and Sophie, if she wants.
So before we, let's roll your percentile and see how successful you are.
38.
Wolf. I'll be back. I gotta yell at these kids.
Anybody got a lucky they want to let me burn?
Sure.
Can I use luck on this? Can I use luck on godhood? I'll do it 3 fucking times.
I have an argument die I'd like to use as the last argument die for the campaign.
Okay, 38. Wolf.
I'd like to use an argument die for the last argument die of the campaign. I would like to be able to use my lucky to give him an extra roll.
No, because it's the epilogue and we're going through the story bits.
Argument.
Demon's putting his foot down on this one.
Come on.
Most of
he can roll worse.
You guys haven't even. He could roll worse, and I'm not taking that chance. 40% on his goals is good. So, like your friend, the old man,
Marzex, the
Marzex,
failure.
you do not obtain godhood. And it's probably be for reasons that I will get to in a bit. But you do help Brophy hold the throne, and you do travel the world. All that you are able to successfully do without too much problem. But being a folk hero per se isn't necessarily how you end up. Go ahead and roll me a d6. How do you meet your end as you travel the world? 5. So, you get a chance to marry an angel, and you take it.
You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So, a positive creature interaction is your last event roll there. You marry an angel, literally a sonar. So you're not really a god, but who won in the end? Probably you.
Yeah, I'll take it. He finally gets married and is to a literal celestial being.
It's where we find out that it's like one of
Well, it's one of funerals.
Oh, does that make my offspring demigods? Or no?
demi celestials.
Yeah.
Or I was gonna say Nephilim or whatever.
Like
Okay.
Azamar.
Azamar.
Suck it, Marzex.
I got that pure elf lineage. You know.
Go ahead and roll your d4 to see how many offspring you have by the time of the next campaign. Which, to be fair, is now really impressive because it's 3,000 years. 4. Hey, guess what? That's 4 more for younger too, because again, you guys are related. But
Lord Celestial, I achieved my goal.
Oh my god. He's gonna take my victory like that? No, he doesn't know. It's insider knowledge. He doesn't know.
he has no idea. He has no idea. No one will ever know. But one of the gods is giggling. Just out of funsies, you said this angel is a celestial being, so god of goodness of some sort, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to random roll to see which god you get?
See if it's
Sure.
one of Trex's angels.
It's Zerial. Yeah, you married Zerial after she got fixed. After you fixed her.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20. All right, perfect.
Is it? I would imagine it's Lemwit.
That would be funny, but no. That was your favor, bro. Hook me up.
Yeah, right. You never actually helped me. Could you just send me like a hot angel to marry?
That
No.
sounds like a Rhett response.
Hey, Rhett, there's no way I rolled this appropriately, but you got Mysteria,
Which one was she?
goddess of magic.
Oh,
Miss the one that
Mistra.
it's the one that
Yeah.
takes over Mistress spot.
Yeah. I'm okay
Or the
with
one
that.
Mistress took over from. Anyway.
Yeah, so
something like that.
this one's technically replaced by the Adventure of Midnight. So, but again, that's not who you marry. That's just one of her angels.
Right.
But even still, you married
Cool.
you married a magic style angel, an angel of magic. Hilarity. Okay, and back over to Sophie.
All right.
So obviously you're traveling with the
Sophie's-
Yahoos. You're trying to attain
Yep.
godhood. Anything else extra for you that's different from how Rhett tried to go?
She once eventually everything's said and done and everything's kind of chill and whatnot, she would kind of she'd open like she would go to her dragon turtle and she would be living on the back of that with a tavern and like the whole city there. Like that is her place of everything. Because that is her dragon turtle after all.
Okay.
She would run a tavern and all that stuff on there. By this D100.
Okay.
I got a 78.
Okay, you're relatively successful. You come closest to attaining godhood than anyone else. But, as I've said before, there is a price that you must pay. And it comes in your death, right? You, as the adventurer, die, right? There's no recompense of you. But your earthly legends are replaced with godly ones. So you are erased from history, essentially, except for your deity status. All of your good deeds you did as a person, no one will remember. Your friends won't remember knowing you as a person. They will just remember the legends of your godhood.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Is that something your character would take?
I'd say yes.
Okay,
Only
so
for the fact that she understands that there needs to be a god of rebellion.
Disgusting. Oh, disgusting! Do you kill me when I walk into that tower? Is that how I ended up perishing?
nope. But
You were already there, waiting.
But she is not a god of trickery. She is a god of rebellion in the aspect of like when it truly needs to happen because of terrible things happening within society.
okay, and
Is where she brings people's strength to band together and try to make a good change.
Okay, so with that being said,
Vigilantes.
roll a d6 and cut it in half, and that's how many subcategories of godhood that you also contain. So rebellion is your main.
I got a 4, so I got
2 extra.
rebellion and we'll say
Simple ones would be of your race. Other ones would have been of like aging, because you know what it's like to be old. Other ones you could do it would be like of growing, because literally that was your thing, is growing big and tall.
probably she would also be one of rebellion, one of fertility in the aspect of the growth of like individuals and whatnot.
I just say character growth. You're the god of character growth. I
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. And then her last one, um, well, I mean, before she became a god, she was on the dragon turtle in her tavern, so we'll say something silly like um
God of turtles.
no, like
Oh, the god of Lamatars.
the god of
Lamatar.
Lamatars. You know, who would have thought? There you go.
Noted. Okay, so God of Lamentars, God of Personal Growth, and God of Rebellion kind of all fits together nicely. So your deity images are that of the dragon turtle, like that's your associated animal. A purple elf for some reason, or not purple elf, a what blue goblin is what you look like, right?
She's still green. Just like green tannish, so kind of more like a dirty kind of green.
Okay, but a tall goblin is what you're associated with. Like that's the figurine that people do if they're gonna make a doll. They make a very tall goblin. But okay. And last but not least, D4 cut in half.
That's a 4.
Okay, so on a plus note, you still have 2 people that survive with your lineage, which means you got busy on the road before becoming a god. Congratulations. At some point, you were a mother,
Are they
and
are they
still
quarter elf?
they. I don't know.
One of them is from a demi divine.
Gross.
One of them is from a Lavatar.
The other one's the Lamatar. That's where the Lamatar.
My other dice will allow it. All right, that's cool enough. Your character does the nasty with 2 random race characters that have never been seen before. You are the mother of both Lamatars and Demi. What are they called? Sorry,
Demi divines.
Demi divines. With 2 different characters. One of them through godly crafting, the other one through banging them.
How unfortunate. Oh.
Does
But no
what
one.
happens to Stinger?
but no one will remember that because you gave up your earthly stories to become a god. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Okay, in regards to the Lamatars, is it like a centaur now?
They always were.
Like
No,
a giant
no.
goblin centaur?
Yeah.
That's
So
of
so
a llama?
now there's just like a subcategory of Lamatars where they have like goblinoid features. And on occasion, when they make it to level 5, they grow an extra couple inches.
Nice. Nice. They leave behind trails of lava behind them, right?
Not
I mean, they
Lavatars.
not
Lavatars, baby.
Lavatars.
Lavatars can be born!
Anyway. Okay. Cool beans. That's how your character finishes off their existence. They may appear in other iterations as a god that people pray to or interact with. But very cool. Profi's turn. As he is the last one, and as you all know, his only goal at this. Well, yes.
What happens to Stinger? Do you want to roll anything for that?
Stinger stays by your side until you die.
Okay.
And you die. You die
Go
of
ahead.
natural causes with your wife. Marriage is what ends you.
Oh, really? Okay. How? Never mind. I don't need details. That's fine.
It's not not death by snoo snoo, you weirdo. You're a half elf. You live a couple hundred years, and then you die peacefully with your wife, who's much older than you.
Yeah.
Profi. Profi's goal and whole goal was to finish off this god and keep as many of his friends alive as possible, and he succeeded. So he is going to take the mantle that everyone has kind of thrust at him because he, promised y'all that's what he would do. Along the way, he is keeping Val and you guys with him for a while until you guys go your own way, and is only left with Val for several years of running Emperorhood, putting his siblings in various places of power, making sure Younger behaves himself across the continent. Marzex behaves himself across the continent. And he, as his promise states, figures out how to attain godhood for his friends, right? And tells them, hey, this is what I can do to make you guys gods. And the only one that takes him up on it is obviously going to be Sophie. But my percentile roll is I pull out a ring out of my pocket at one point when an ultimatum is given to me. Either make me a god or find a way. And the percentage roll is to see if that plan went through like he thought it was going to. Oh, no. 86.
Yeah.
So, congratulations. Val became an empress.
That's horrifying.
Wow!
Oh, the horror of the
No wonder
once
I went to the
Dampier
desert
elf.
to go die.
The downside is we got to see my downfall. So D6 over here, if I can find it.
Thou murders.
Death by snoo Val.
Death by snooze.
Listen, she's an elf.
6. Which is not good for either of us.
Because it tied.
Yeah, we live as long as each other because we get killed by the same thing.
And holy matrimony.
No, we've been married for a while. What'd you roll for your number? For the descendants?
I rolled a 4.
Okay. See if I match. That'd be funny. We're just together. Those are the kids. The kids make it. So as we do our stuff and our things and go through our lives, we are enchanced by the vampiric nature of your birth. And that's how we go. You become a vampire and start your evil, corrupting reign, and I stop you. Unfortunately, it doesn't end well for either of us. Tragedy is abound. You die, I die, the empire is saved. Now I need to roll.
Is it really saved though? Who takes the reins after you die?
They have 4 kids.
Surely.
So,
how old are the kids when you die? That's the real question.
I'm rolling a D100 and seeing
3.
80. Damn. Okay. Well, you're an old lady. You're like, I'm tired of this old bonesy bullshit. Before we got. So,
she was an elf, so like
it's young for you. It was old for me. Okay.
Yeah. It was an epic fight, nevertheless.
But yeah, that is how our two characters go out, is fighting, unfortunately.
All right.
If only I had been there! Ah! Where the hell were you, Rat? This is why we have bad blood. That's why I left. That's why I'm gonna die in a tower all by myself. You're a fucking an angel. Well,
for 1,000 years, you were also there.
yeah, but this happened in the first 80 years, okay?
So towards the end of my life.
Yeah,
exactly.
Red's not making it much longer than me, buddy.
An old people home together.
I'd have been 150 when that came around, I guess.
Yeah, you probably would have died shortly afterwards. So like, Val dies.
You heard the news.
Profi immediately dies. several weeks.
Profi Val died. Just
done.
About to say, how long was the evil reign of vampire? That's the question. Like,
for storytelling purposes, you had a year of vampiric conversion, which is why you had to be stopped. So you had a year's worth of capital time of turning as many people into a undead army as possible.
I'm gonna say one of the children happened during that time frame.
Terrifying, but noted. Okay, and now we get to the last bit of our epilogue, which is the evil of the next campaign has arisen. So we have 900 years of peace, right? We have one character who continues to keep an eye on the world in his tower of protection, and until his last year of life, where he takes his fantastical journey across the land to end where his greatest battle was kept, the world is protected. The legends of law and mithril justice and the others who have adventured on Jake in those 1,000 years have dulled excessively. You guys know that the members of law were banned from returning after their attempted to help you guys in the final battle, which they did help, but yeah, could have been more, could have been less. But they cannot mar Jake any longer, unfortunately. Mithril Justice is a story that continues to be told along with the others, but by the time of Marzek's actual death, his true death, as we will call it, they are nothing but legends. Population-wise, things have kind of resettled out, not to where they were, but probably about halfway in the 900 years of relative peace and rebuilding. And the Empire, let me roll percentile on that one to see how long that lasted. Ooh, nice. So of the 900 something years, it made it about 410 of it before it finally crumbled and fell apart and disillusioned back into the original companies and city-states and things like that. For an empire, it lasted a long time, did lots of good, did lots of evil, but is present in the architecture of the current realm. Sorry, nose.
And no wonder I'm so sad. All my friends are dead. There's no great heroes coming about. Wasn't able to attain godhood. The empire I once fought so hard to preserve has fallen through the cracks. I guess I'll live another 500 years before I just off myself.
So, younger, your character was guarding something, right? A promise, a protection, a something between you and a dark entity, right? The reason you really went to the desert was to stop a portal you created nearly 900 years ago, mostly on accident.
I'll keep this in check because Profi asked me to, but after that, I mean, I did make a deal that they could run around.
And that's what happens. As soon as the last breath leaves your body, you're greeted by a friendly seagull sitting at your side, and you realize that you're just a soul sitting in the ethereal plane, not really not really there in person. And Squawk looks up with you with a big toothy grin and you did all right, kid. You held him off for as long as you could. Good luck, Jake. And we'll end the scene with an explosion of shadow out of the desert. And that's that. Congratulations, you guys have finished the Adventures in Jake, at least this section of it. We are sitting at the 2-hour and 40-minute mark, so now we're just gonna BS and chat for a little bit, and then we'll probably wrap up around the 3-hour mark before we do our cool stuff and things. Is there any other fun stuff you guys want to add to the story before we go? Because at this point, that's how it ends, right? Explosion of shadow. Will someone stop it?
400 years of magical Mars X tyranny. I think that's appropriate.
So, my kids are what? They're demi-divines? Is that what you call them?
No, your kids are Asimars.
Asimars, yeah. Demi-divines are the class he created.
Okay, but they're immortal, right? Asimars live forever.
No, they don't live forever.
No, they live a long time. Like they live like 120 years to 160 years.
Oh. That's what Barry was, right? Wasn't he Asimar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Barry.
I don't know.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys about Barry. That's probably important. Barry served the rest of his life as a advisor to Profi, and did all the political courtesan stuff. Didn't do anything crazy. Died an old man, fat and happy.
Do they have any kids?
It's a really good question. Let's roll. 2. He has by the time of the next story, he has 2 characters that can be related to him, essentially, right? That doesn't mean anyone will ever actually meet them. That just means that like the lineage is still going by that point.
All right. That's good. Good job.
Time to make an Asimar bard for the next one.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to add before we go into the next fun company stuff for finishing this up?
Nope. I mean, what happened to my book? My book was a living god creature of evil, I suppose.
He was your friend.
Yeah, he was my friend. What happened to the book?
He's at your side when you die, so you know if anyone comes across their body, they get a fun book to find.
Nice, lovely.
How long do dragon turtles?
How many dragon turtles are there? I don't know.
How long do they live for?
Ooh,
a long time.
A long time. Like a century.
Yeah, they live pretty long.
Oh.
So like the same one that we raised would probably die about the same time as the Empire fell, and then it probably made more that are mountains somewhere doing things.
The first thing said they lived up to a millennium, but I don't know.
They might outlive Marzex.
I have to say that'd be dope if like next campaign the traveling city is just a traveling city. In the center in the town square, there's this statue of Sophie with Rhett as a weapon.
What about the Demi-Lich? What happens to him?
He sticks with you until you die because your magic created him. He kind of goes free after that.
Okay. Just made a wandering Demi-Lich.
Say that.
And he'd be my friend.
I mean, probably.
After he dies, because I have to stop the evil from spreading across the land, right? So I'm like,
I probably would have sent the Demi-Lich with Marzex from the get-go and been like, yeah, have him.
The one thing that you guys didn't talk about was the Lilith that you guys released into the world.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah,
he's fine.
Steve escaped shortly after the final battle because you guys kind of forgot about him. And
that's fine. We told Steve could live a happy life if he wanted to. He's Steve.
Mind flayers be mind flayers, doing mind flare things. We'll get to that later. Let's see what else.
Listen, we love Steve. Steve was a great friend. He helped out a lot.
Is there any characters that didn't get killed off or had their own story that we got? We already got the Dragon Rider. He just lived until he died. We already talked
I
about.
could go to the Dwarven Kingdom and tell them, like, oh yeah, sorry, your guy died. I wrote a letter. I don't know if you ever got it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you finally show up there and be like, hey, I know you hired me forever ago. They died. They died a long time ago. But yeah, okay. So next game, let's talk some businessy stuff. So events coming up for us. For those that are watching, we have a thing at the end of the month. That's a 3-day event. Pagan Days and Heathen Nights. We'll be there for all 3 days up in Salsha, Alaska. If you have any questions, check their stuff out on Facebook. It's got all their schedules out. Finally, all that fun stuff. We'll be playing games and whatnot there, along with selling all of our silliness. Yeah. Then what else we got? Next game, next system. Let's talk about it. I know we talked about it at the beginning of the show, but our next one we're going to be doing is Star Wars. We'll be doing the Fantasy Flights role-playing Star Wars role-playing game. We will either be focusing on Age of Rebellion, Edge of the Empire, or what's the one with all 3 of them? Force of Destiny, which is the actual title. We'll start getting names of people that want to play over the next week. Probably starting this weekend, Monday, whatever. And then we will start filming once we get all that figured out with the group and there's things set up, kind of like we do with Avatar. Avatar is still going on. I know we have missed the last few sessions, but that's just because we've had some poor timing, unfortunately, on that. That still has at least an episode or 2 left of that. So we might be wrapping up with that. And then we get to pick a new thing to learn. And it's either going to be Star Trek or Power Rangers, is pretty much what I've narrowed it down to, because those are the 2 that I want to teach. And, that's the advantage of owning the company, is I get to make the terrible decisions. So if you're interested in any of those, put your thoughts in the comments and or come to the Discord and come hang out with stuff. Last shout out at this point for the Gilded Nook.
Hey, come on by to the Gilded Nook, youtube.com/the Gilded Nook. We're playing D&D, and it's a great time. After this D&D campaign, I'm going to be running a Cyberpunk Red campaign. So, keep that in mind. It'll be cool. It's every Sundays. At least it tries to be every Sundays. We do our best, but sometimes people can't make it, and timing sucks. And I'm not going to play with, one other person. That's just a little weird. All right.
Of one person all the time.
Sure. But yeah, so go to youtube.com/the Gilded Nook, and I'm actually going to be starting to turn some of the earlier episodes into podcast format. So it'll be on hopefully Spotify and iTunes and all that.
All that jazz. Fan freaking tastic. Our longest standing player, do you have anything special you want to add?
No, I don't do stuff, so I'm excited to see the Star Wars system. Whatever system we use, I just want the one that lets me be Han Solo. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you can. So that would be
each one of them would allow you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a smuggler-esque class in each one essentially, but specifically, if you want to do the Han Solo route, the Edge of the Empire is the focused one.
Nice.
No Jedi. Some Jedi.
No, I don't do the wizard stuff. I like doing the rogue stuff.
How dare you? Okay. Trying to think of anything else. All right, I'm going to subject you all to the newest other theme song. You heard the first one at the beginning, so prepare yourself for the outro on this one. With adventure in mind, have a wonderful time. Bye.
Step into epic stages where your journey begins. Our shelves are stacked high where the magic never ends. From dice that roll true to tomes ancient and wise, we've got all the essentials for your game to arise. With adventure in mind, we craft every piece to make your campaigns flourish, your stories increase. For every TTRPG dream, our stock is refined. Come find your next quest, leave the mundane behind. Epic stages is where you'll find satisfaction. We bring the spark, you bring the passion. passion, we control the board. You control the action. Epic sages where legends find traction. Our online store's a wonderland, easy to explore, with service that shines whether in person or more. Need advice on your journey, we're here to assist. For novice and veteran, no wish will be missed. We've got what you need, from the basic to the grand, to bring your world to life with a masterful hand. From maps that expand to characters that bind, epic sages, always with adventure in mind. Epic sages is where you'll find satisfaction. We bring the spark, you bring the passion. We control the board, you control the action. Epic sages where legends find traction. Elevate your game with custom pieces so fine, handcrafted with care, designed to make you shine. From miniature heroes to landscape fast, we build every detail to make the magic last. When the final dice is rolled and the journey is done, we offer keepsakes that remind you of battles you won. In every treasure we offer, memories are signed. Epic sages, always with adventure in mind. Epic sages is where you'll find satisfaction. We bring the spark, you bring the passion. We control the board, you control the action. Epic sages where legends find traction.